Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dreams of Arkos here on Dork Tales. This is episode 2, In the Shadow of the Kraken. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelle. Are you seeing him? And, folks, 2 Arkos games in a row. I'm very excited today. So thanks for coming to episode 2. We're doing a little double tap to get the story underway. We got some great stuff to talk about and a great game to run where we see if the party can survive an encounter with a Kraken. But before we do that, let's go ahead and introduce the cast, starting on my left with Robin. Hey, Robin.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am second gen gamer in the chat. And today, I almost said tonight, but today I am playing Deianera, our centaur Amazonian ranger, with her stim fae companion. What did I have the notes for what I call him. It is Sophos, which is wise in Greek. And yeah, she's here to kick ass and shoot arrows, and I have both of those.
Because you're all out of spell slots.
Yep.
All right. Over in the corner, we have Amy.
Hello, that's me. Hi, I am Amy, and I am playing Gwylan Halenan, the, what was I? Oh, rogue, presently.
A rogue. A rouge.
Rogues.
All right.
And my pronouns are she, her, they, them. Gwylan doesn't care, but usually she, her, they, them.
Sounds good. All right. Down beneath you, we have Millie.
Hi, it's me, Millie. My pronouns are she and her or they and them. I'm a giant heckin' dweeb, and I am really excited to be here. I'm playing Tyria Zenos, our Minotaur artificer, who is a big buff Tito Puff and a holding cowgirl. Hoot nanny.
Hoot nanny. Over in the middle, we've got Kelle.
Hi, I'm Kelle from up the road. I am very excited to be back this week. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Mystredo, Medusa. She is a druid of the Circle of Sacrifice.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And last but not least, we have the masked man himself, Traz, who's unmasked right now.
Yes, because Forn is currently unmasked.
Oh, that's true. I expected you to have some like rotting makeup underneath, like Scorpion. Get over
I need
here.
to look into that.
It's pretty easy to do
that, but past 2 weeks have been past couple weeks have been kind of busy. So.
All right. Is he all messed up under the mask?
I almost think it might happen over time, maybe.
Okay. Just you dragon breath enough, it starts melting the mouth. Interesting. Anyway, Traz.
Hi, I am Traz. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be playing Forn, our dragon monk who uses he, they pronouns.
Ooh. All right. So, folks, we're going to be hopping into game in just one sec. Last game, I managed to reserve 3 Hurt the Moors and a Drama Bomb, so I still have those in place. A couple of things that we need to be reminded of, though, because we're using some house rules for this game. Number 1, I have the offer on the table. It is a coin. When it is face up, like it is at the beginning of every game, you may ask to evoke it to for me to bend the rules in your favor slightly. If you don't have quite enough movement to do something, if you would like to do something without a spell component potentially, we can come up with a quick rule on the fly that allows it to be kind of an in-the-moment thing. However, I can use it to also screw you over, at which point it flips back to you. You guys get to use it a lot less than I do because of that, so it's a lot of fun. Other things, we are using inspirational crits. So when one of you does a critical hit, you provide inspiration to a player of your choice who sees it. Basically, you do something really cool, it inspires one of your teammates. That inspiration lasts on that character and allows a reroll or an additional dice on a roll for basically until the end of the combat or immediately following. Besides that, we were also doing fated rolls where you can activate a fated roll to do something super badass, but then you have also activated a bane that will come and harm you later. And hey, you're fighting a Kraken. Maybe having a fated roll might be an interesting mechanic to bring in. Besides that, you got your determination. Everybody starts with a point of inspiration because it's a homebrew game of mine, so feel free to use the hell out of those. And I think that's all we're playing with right now. We were going to introduce stuff slowly throughout the play. Does anybody have any questions or comments before we hop into thanking some very dear people? Nice. All right. So I want to do a big thank you to our sponsors for today's episode. That is Bookwyrm Games and their Quest Chest. Hey, folks, do you like immersive games? Check out Quest Chest by Bookwyrm Games. You can engage all senses by playing fully system-agnostic modules with wax-sealed letters, metal coins, candles, actual tea, as well as narrated voiceover and custom music to set the scene. Secrets hide in plain sight with ciphers and puzzles for your players to decode. The first 2 boxes are available at bookwormgames.com, where you can save 10% on them with code DORKTALES. You can also get 5 more of them over on Kickstarter. The Quest Chest on Kickstarter has ended. It is successfully funded with a bunch of bonus things, a bunch of stretch goals, but there are post-Kickstarter backer options. So you can go there, be a late pledge, and get great stuff. It's honestly a wonderful mix between an escape room and a module, and kind of just like a little like parlor LARP in a lot of ways. It's really cool, fits just about every table, and there is going to be a box for you. So go to bookwormgames.com to look at the first 2, or you can head over to questchest.info or Kickstarters, look up Quest Chest. Bookwyrm Games as well has more than 168 types of dice, from acrylic to resin, metal to liquid core, even actual gemstones. They have a bunch of great themed gemstone dice too, like their World of Darkness inspired ones, like Technocracy inspired dice, Mage inspired dice, Vampire inspired dice, and even Werewolf and Wraith inspired dice. You can also get dice bags, dice trays, edible dice, all sorts of stuff. You should definitely go check them out. And like I said before, if you use code DORKTALES, you'll save 10% on your order and free shipping if you spend more than $100 Canadian, which, if you live outside of Canada, is really easy to do. You can get a lot of stuff for that because our dollar is very weak right now. So please take advantage of us and enjoy the great stuff at Bookwyrm Games. A big thank you to Bookwyrm Games for being our forever sponsor. We love you guys. We hope that you continue to keep rocking with us. Besides that, a quick note as well that if you are thirsty for something besides the lovely cosplays here, you can go to bonescoffee.com and use code DORKTALES to save 20% off of your order, which some of that money goes back to us. Real nice. They also have a Spider-Man flavor, an Indiana Jones, 2 Indiana Jones flavors, that is, and a bunch of great stuff. If you go to our Discord and ask me personally, I'll tell you which coffees to buy, because I don't like the pistachio one, for example, but I'm obsessed with the Fruity Pebbles flavor and the cheesecake flavor. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because I would not be. I'm honest about sponsorships. I have to be. I'm lawful good. I'm awful good. Besides that, I just wanted to also say a quick thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales. You're all amazing. Demon the Descent is edited, is uploaded. Star Trek is tomorrow, so I'm going to release Demon the Descent episode 1 on Tuesday for you this week. So you're going to get that first thing on Tuesday, and then the podcast that I made with Christine later. But we'll talk more about that during our break. Let's get ready to hop into game. Is there anything else that we should talk about? Anything that anybody wants to clarify?
Well, I just also, if we're talking about Patreon stuff, come out in about less than 6 hours to Panic at the Citadel episode 2, which I'm running. Yeah. If
you know,
on Patreon,
I was setting myself up for that. I was setting, because I was talking, are you thirsty for coffee? And then I was going to get ready to say, because like tonight's game is a thirst trap.
Oh, yeah.
I just went off course because I was thinking about coffee. But yeah, everybody in that game is a thirst trap.
Yeah, it's by Panic at the Citadel.
Yes, bisexual Panic at the Citadel. All right, so folks, without further ado, I think it is time for us to hop into game here on the Dreams of Arkos. Last time on the Dreams of Arkos, you were all invited by one of the fates, the Altio, to go attend a wedding of King Manos of Castelos. Together, you found yourselves united on a boat called the Dragon's Dare that proceeded to make its way south. In fact, I was busy yesterday, so you guys started up here and here, and Gorgo's here, and you're working your way down toward that big pink thing at the bottom of the map. So this is the Arkosian Islands, color-coded by which league they belong to. I'll have a better version of this up soon, but I did a lot of coloring yesterday. So I'm very...
Oh, of course, the green screen is taking
so
out
good.
a lot of the islands.
Oh, it is. And the islands are
missing.
disappearing.
Tistame is
Yeah,
gone.
they're-
It sank beneath the waves.
They're magic islands.
Friendship was magic, and now you're they're seahorses.
Ooh.
All right. So last episode, you guys traveled down on the Dragon's Dare, and of course, you were attacked by pirates. After successfully fending off almost an entire ship of the pirates, you were about to be waylaid by the dreaded Goldbeard the pirate, a gold dragonborn known for ferocious piracy and privateering work. You know, Gwylan. The five of you and your compatriot Inone, who also received one of these invitations with you, managed to fend off one of the boats. However, using a fear effect, you were able to spook off the Goldbeard ship, only to watch as the ship that you had been fending off was sucked beneath the waves by giant tentacles. Soon they emerged and struck your boat as well, and you found yourself locked in the embrace of a Kraken. Now, just to give you a quick sense of where things were before, many of you were on board. There were quite a few civilians and sailors on board. Most of the civilians went under deck. There are a bunch of kobold deckhands on board, only one of which has died. And Gwylan has seized control of the boat because the captain was rendered unconscious and has since been healed by a combination of Mystredo and I believe Tyria also did something to help. Okay. So we are going...
Tyria was setting up to do so, but didn't actually cast that spell yet, which is very convenient for having spell slots.
It is very convenient. And you know what else is very convenient? I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Well,
we're
I
coming
rolled a 1.
strong this week.
You do have inspiration if you want to reroll that.
Okay, good. I'm re-rolling it already.
You know
Bye-bye,
what?
inspiration.
Tyria can go last.
What the hell?
It's a weird sea monster.
Eight.
You don't add
Why is it
anything?
rolling so
Oh,
bad?
8.
oh, guys,
Okay.
we're killing it. We're killing it.
Yeah.
Oh no. Inone
I
rolled
rolled
a
a
4.
9. Oh,
Okay.
lordy.
All right, so let's check this real quick. We have Tentacle 1 with a 22. We have Tentacle 2 with a 21. We have, Forn and Gwylan tied at 16. We have the shipmates beneath that. So let's see, that's going to be, then it's going to be Deianera. Then it's going to be shipmates, basically all of the friendly crew. Then it's going to be, God, it's so bad, guys. Mystredo, then Inone, then Tentacle 3, then Tentacle 4, then it's going to be Tyria, then it is, you got a nat 1 on initiative with a 1, and then it is going to be ocean actions. Okay, folks, let us...
Just saying, going last in the first round of initiative, it's just going first in the second round of initiative with extra steps. So
There we
okay.
go.
There you
Could
go.
Be worse,
That,
could be
that
worse.
sounds, yeah.
All right, well,
I
let's
was going
look,
to say Mystredo's batting cleanup.
basically. Let's take a look at the situation.
Hey, and chat, you know, something could happen, so very helpful probably for us.
And everybody
Or, you know,
has...
Determination.
Everybody has determination except for Gwylan and Mystredo. All right. So at the edge of the ship, you can see these tremendous tentacles rise up, seizing your ship in their grasp. All right, it is the tentacle's turn. The first tentacle is going to try to lash out and damage the ship. That is definitely going to be a hit. That is going to be a 22. And the ship is going to be grappled. So the tentacles, just for numeration, if you're looking at a map, are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, like a clock. starting top left corner. All right. So that tentacle is going to grasp onto the side of the ship. It is not going to do any damage to the ship at this point because it is not overwhelming the hull's structural integrity. The second one is going to make a grab as well and is going to succeed as well. Let's roll some damage on this. You know what? I'm going to do a hurt them more to turn that into a crit.
Oh.
So that is going to be 11, 13. That is 22, 25, 30 points of damage to the side of the ship as the second tentacle is going to reach forward and grab onto the side of the ship, crushing into it. You can hear some of the wood on the side of the deck going as it crushes inward, and you can hear the screams of the children under deck. And we are at Forn or Gwylan. Who wants to go?
Okay, so I know Gwylan's main focus here is to try and steer the ship, but that seems to not be as much of a possibility right now. But
actually, it might be.
Okay, because I do have proficiency with, like aquatic.
So what you are going to do at this point, we are going to use, so you are grappled and restrained, the ship. So what you're going to be able to do, you can attempt me an escape artist check using the ship. If that makes sense. So basically, you're going to try to do a dexterity and piloting roll.
Dexterity, huh? I almost wondered if it would be like an int or a wisdom to try and figure out the right way to break out of this, but okay, dex.
Actually, you know what? At this point, it's going to be a strength.
Ooh,
because
that's
because you're having to push into this.
So you said this is a escape, so that would be just a
so this
like
is
athletics or acrobatics?
Nope, you're using the ship piloting rules. So basically, it's going to be a strength plus proficiency, water vessels.
Okay.
So this is you being able to push the rudders in and get the ship moving.
Okay. Oh, that is not so great. I rolled a 4. My proficiency is +2, and my strength is +0. So that is a solid 6.
Okay. Pushing into it, it is. I'm going to spend a drama bomb because I got a spare. And as you push into it, you are going to hear some more crunching as several of the oars along the northeastern side of the ship begin grinding against one of those tentacles, snapping into the ground, falling beneath the waves. All right, Forn. Unless Gwylan, do you have any actions you'd like to take?
Oh, wait, yes, I can use my bonus action to point at a tentacle and yell, "Get it!" and give people proficiency against it.
Oh, nice.
Or not proficiency, give them advantage until my next turn.
Yeah, do it.
So it's going to be the one closest. Oh, it just has to be line of sight. So actually, the one that seems to be doing the most damage.
That is tentacle number 2, the one at the top right.
Yes, okay. So she'll
also
point at that and scream, "That one! Get that one!" Oh, and I think I have to
really
do a...
very handily gave us put numbers on the tentacles for us to help a little bit talk to each other.
Yeah. Oh, it might not work if I don't have... I think I need to do that wisdom or that charisma check against it. If the Kraken
let's
can't
do it.
perceive me, it might not work. But we'll see.
I mean, it perceives you enough to be able to attack you, so...
Okay, we'll see.
Oh!
Okay, so that is me in that. A dirty 20.
A dirty 20? I rolled a 4 because my charisma bonus. Let's just say the tentacle doesn't have high charisma except in certain situations.
It adds wisdom.
Oh, it adds wisdom. Okay, then that's a 9.
I use charisma. Mine is charisma deception, and yours is like wisdom.
It's not a very wise tentacle.
Okay.
All right. Then I will just mark that tenty boy and you are going to have advantage against it for the round. Anybody who attacks it. Wow, that marking does not show up because it's very small. All right, so Forn, it's your turn.
All right. Since Gwylan gave direction, Forn is going to head over to that tentacle that's crushing the ship
Okay.
and attack it twice.
All right, give it to me.
Advantage. First one is that's not great. First one's an 11.
An 11, that is going to be a miss.
Second one's a 13.
A
I'm going to use my determination, make it a 15.
That is a hit. So
Dude,
you
I'm going to make this fire.
sounds good. You lash out and it kind of like wiggles out of the way.
4
the
fire
first one,
damage.
and then you're going to come in with the second one, doing 4 fire damage. Is that your total? Is 4?
Yeah, since only one hit. I rolled a 1 on my damage dice, sadly.
Okay. All right. You are going to sizzle. The smell of calamari is going to fill your nose as you strike it, and you feel a little hungry. Anything else you want to do with your round?
Nope, that's going to be it.
All right. Down to Deianera.
Okay, so I am new to the ranger, but I believe I had cast Hunter's Mark
Yes, you had.
at the beginning of this fight.
And your foe died, so you can transfer.
Yes, so I would like to, as a bonus action, move that to Tentacle Boy, number 2, if possible,
Okay.
if that's allowed.
Yeah, all out.
Cool. And then for movement, Deianera is going to, let me see, back up. Oh, I have a, what's my 45 feet movement? Perfect, that works. So Deianera is going to back up 15 feet and then draw her short sword and make a charge attack at the tentacle.
All right, do it.
All right, so I get advantage from Gwylan, thank you very much. Oh, that's cocked. Oh, that's a 9, but the other one will work. 21 to hit.
21 to hit will work.
Perfect, so I get an extra d6 from Hunter's Mark, a d6 from the charge attack.
Okay,
and
so
then
you
a
charge
D6
up next
from
to
the
it.
sword.
All right, give it to me.
Yep. Oh, that rolled really well. 15 plus 3 is 18 points of slashing damage to it as she
Ooh.
charges up and draws her sword across the tentacle, rears up a little bit to get a little bit, maybe a bit higher up,
Okay.
and just
Slamming into it, you are going to slash deep into it. This dark blue-black blood is going to spray out onto your blade.
great.
You have injured it pretty well, actually. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
That was my bonus action is to move it, right? I believe for
Yes.
yeah, bonus action on a subsequent turn to move to a new creature. Yeah. So yeah, that is Deianera's turn.
Okay, it is time for the shipmates to go. The 3 kobolds that were surrounding the one that was fighting the pirate that came over and killed their friend, they're going to look at this tentacle and are going to rush over and load the ballista again. They're going to have disadvantage because they're firing point blank. And they are going to just and fire off into the distance. It's going to fire right through the tentacle. I'm going to spend a hurt them more for fun. And the tentacle is going to catch the bolt as it flies through it and is going to hurl it. And I'm going to pick a random location on the field for this, starting with... Okay, so that's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Mystredo, I need you and the sailor next to you to make me a dexterity save. Okay, the sailor succeeded. How'd you do?
Also, Kelly, I forgot about my Stimfay. Next turn I'll do it, but I forgot forgot he gets an action.
Totally. We can hop you in right after this, actually.
Perfect.
Okay. Kel?
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay.
Yeah.
The bolt is going to strike next to your feet. You're going to take 10 points of piercing damage as the deck explodes, showering you with splinters.
Okay.
And Deianera, you have a Stimfay action.
Yeah, so the Stimfay will, because he is flying about, I realized that I saw a token last game. I forgot that he had a token. He's going to swipe down at tentacle number 2 as well with Deianera and make a talon attack at him.
Okay.
I'm guessing my Stimfay does not get advantage.
It's an allied creature.
Ooh. It's technically a construct. I don't know if that counts as a creature.
It is ally. Yeah, constructs are creatures.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So it's allies within reach, in my opinion.
Perfect. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 to hit will hit.
Perfect. 1d6 slashing damage, and then because it is a very distracting burb, it's going to take 5 points of piercing damage, and then the Stimfay, when it successfully hits with a creature with its talons, the creature cannot make opportunity attacks until the beginning of the Stimfay's next turn. So then the Stimfay will fly off. So basically,
so
and
it
then flies
distracts
away.
it. All right, that sounds great. All right, other shipmates. The kobolds are at the top are going to try to load that crossbow and call for help. At which point one of the sailors is going to come and try to fire, once again, point blank range into the creature. And this time it is going to... Oh wait, no, they're allied creatures. So against that one, they have advantage. So that would just be rolling flat. And that's going to be a hit. It's not huge, but it's something. All right. The front right of the ballistas is going to... And Forn, a ballista bolt, is going to launch over your head and slam into the side of the tentacle. That is great. The other sailors are going to move around. The captain is going to kind of rush down to try to aid Gwylan, and he's going to say, "I'm here to assist if you need. I'll grab this side. Let's get the hell out of here." He's going to give you the help action on piloting, because he's still quite wounded and cannot do it himself. All right, then that is going to be their turns. Mystredo.
She would like to cast Thunder Wave at a 2nd level.
Okay, are you going to move at all for that?
Well, she's right by the 4th tentacle there.
That's true. Oh yeah, you don't have, and you can do it in front of you, so.
Yeah, I can do it in front of me. So I'm gonna shove this tentacle, a little bit further away from me. So I'm gonna cast it at. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, so... let's see... Oh, I got me a 15.
A 15? So you're doing Thunder Wave, right?
Thunder Wave, yes.
Yeah, so I roll a save on that.
Yep.
Okay, and that is a failed save. So how much damage did you do? You said 15?
Well, I'm casting it at I'm casting it at 2nd level, so it is 50. It's a 15 feet. It's a 15-foot cube.
Okay.
And they take 2d8 damage. They take a 2d8 thunder damage, push 10 feet away. But when I cast it at second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8. So
all right, 3d8. Give it to me.
3d8.
I will, by the way, on damage rolls, I'll allow you to reroll 1/1 for a flip of the offer.
Good
on
to know.
on spell and attacks. I think that sounds fair for me.
Oh my god, I never used D8s.
D8s are
We
good. They're
have
good dice.
12, 18.
18 points of damage, pretty good roll. All right, 18 points of damage are going to rip out into tentacle number 4 as it begins to, as the shockwave of thunder damage is going to rip out into it. Good hit. Do you have anything you'd like to do as a bonus action, a move, or a?
Yeah, she's gonna get away from there, and
Okay, that will provoke an opportunity attack.
ooh. Well, do I move or do I heal myself? No, I'm still okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay, you're gonna run. All right, I get it. I'll get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, that's an 18.
Oh, shiza.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the tentacle is going to reach out and is going to use its slam attack on you. So that's an 18.
Okay.
Does it anybody? Oh, you know what? It's a new round. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Inone's going to use silvery barbs again because she has one more slot. And I just botched my attack roll. So if you would like, you can either make an opportunity attack or you can just leave it in the hands of fate.
You know what? Let's see. There's no weapons around her that she can grab to try and stab anything with. She has a dagger.
The ballista bolt is in the ground next to your feet.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that and
You have your
yeah.
snacks.
Yes, I have snacks, but they're just.
I'd let you use your
more like
paralyzing
cheerleaders
gaze
right
on it.
now. Okay, let's try that.
Sure, let's do that.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh my god. What's my
God.
save and why is it
Does that
below
work
10?
again? Oh, there it is.
Kelly, slight reminder.
Yeah.
That's a 5th level thing for Mystredo. No.
Oh, sorry. Yes. No.
Oh, it is. You're
can't
right.
do
You're
that.
right. You're right.
No.
Yeah.
Stabby.
That's why it didn't work
stabby.
last game, right? All
Yeah,
right,
that's
so,
why.
so-
Stabby, and snakes are just gonna cheer.
That sounds great. So I'll let you. You can pick up the. You can
Yeah, I'm
pick
gonna pick
up
up the
the
ballista bolt.
ballista bolt. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Okay. 20! I got a natural.
Did you get a nat 20 on that?
I did.
Holy crap! Okay, give me 2d10.
Oh my god.
It's gonna count as a spear, so it's gonna count as like a two-handed spear. Give me 2d10.
16.
16 points of damage. What's your strength mod?
My strength mod is. Come on. Using my iPad for my.
For your sheet.
I don't have a mod. Sorry. Yeah, because
Is it negative?
I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see. No, I just have a 0.
Okay, so 16 is 16 though. So this tentacle is going to lash out, and you're going to grab the ballista bolt and just kind of pull it up, and it's going to skewer its tip right there as it kind of splits down the side, and is going to let out this horrible shrieking as it kind of waves around frantically. You may move wherever you'd like to move.
Okay, is there another ballista bolt I can grab and run?
No,
No. Okay, just run.
that one's
Run.
stuck in it, but it's definitely ruining its day.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you running to?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and run to the center, and who needs more help? This one's.
So right now, you're a little banged up, and
Yeah.
I think Forn is a little banged up, or is Forn not banged up at all?
Well, let's go. Yeah, that's kind of
I'm a
what I
little
was
banged up.
thinking. Head up there because then I can.
Okay, so
maybe
you can
try
move
and-
30
try and
feet.
heal us both. Okay, that's
Which-
3 squares, right? Oh no.
No, that's
there's
so you'll be able to move right next, not quite to Forn, but close.
Yeah.
So that's something at
Alright.
least. You'll be able to get the hell away from this.
Yeah.
All right. It is Inone's turn. Inone is going to look around at this and is going to go look over where she's going to crouch next to Tyria, and is going to go, "This is stupid. Why are we here?" Right? This sucks.
Good question.
And she's gonna turn around, look at the one that just got skewered, And you know what? She's going to take the advantage. She's going to look at the one that Forn and Deianera are fighting, and is going to Eldritch Blast it. And that's going to be a 23. That's going to be a hit. And that's going to be 12 points of damage to it. Because she took a feat. Or not a feat, she took a thing. She took an evocation.
That the evocation allows you to add your charisma.
Because it's the best one, damn it.
It's the best evocation,
It's the best one, and my NPCs pick the things that are like the easiest for me to calculate. All right, so a blast of swirling like purple energy is going to fire out of her hand and smash into the side of the tentacle. And it is pretty badly wounded. You can see that between all of your attacks, like bits of its Icarus blood are kind of bubbling over. There are patches of its rubbery shell missing. You can see that its suckers are singed, and it is going to be Tentacle 3 and 4's turns. Tentacle number 3 is going to get angry and is going to lash out at the ship as best it can, and is going to hit. The ship is going to do me a favor, and it's gonna slam into the ship. The ship is going to quiver a bit, but it is just going to be held by number 3, having done no damage. And tentacle number 4 is going to kind of like curl around itself and pull out its bolt, dropping it into the ocean, and is going to let out this horrible shriek, and is going to smash itself down on this sailor that dodged its attack, or pardon me, that dodged the ballista bolt earlier, and he's going to scream, and is going to get smashed to pulp. All right, that's the tentacles. Tyria, it's your turn.
Well, Tyria hates the sea. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
So I think she's going to come down here and smack tentacle number 4 with Mouse.
All right, let's
She's
do
gonna
it.
go for it. She will mumble the whole way. It's like, oh, I hate the ocean. Never going back out here. It's just the worst thing I've ever experienced. And then going to wail the first one with a hammer.
All right,
I have a 14 plus, I think it's plus 6 to hit.
that's a hit.
Cool. This one is deeply inconvenient for you, unfortunately.
Oh, good.
Because bonus action beforehand to cast Booming Blade, so it doesn't do anything unless the tentacle chooses to move more than 5 feet. But if it does, then it takes 1d8 damage because it's very silly. And I rolled a 10 for damage, so 14 damage
Oh my god.
from the hammer. And then it's also being boomified by the super cool boombox hammer. Wha-bam! And then I think Mo should bite it too because this thing sucks.
This thing
Mouse
is
hates the ocean as well.
This thing is very badly hurt.
Okay, Mouse rolled a total of 6. So
Mouse is going to like gnaw on a bit of like the tentacle that got blown off by or that got cut off by Mystredo's attack.
Robot Mouse goes snarf snarf.
It starts gnawing on the side of the boat just for good measure.
I think that's about all that she can do. But she's gonna yell out, you know, like leverage, get this one and the one behind and point towards tentacle number 2. Then turn the ship.
Perfect. I would like Gwylan, please do me a favor and make me a con save for the ship.
Okay.
So
is it? I'm rolling a d20.
you're
plus-
rolling the. I'm letting you roll the d20 for me.
Okay. I will tell you the total of the d20.
Just
and then
tell
you
me the
decide-
d20.
yeah. That's a 2.
Oh no. Okay. Hold on one second while I calculate how bad this is. Okay. So a total of 2. There is going to be a horrible sound as the tentacles that are grabbing onto 2 corners of the ship are going to start to pull and pull, and you are going to hear this horrible splintering sound as the ship's lower deck begins to crack and crush, and the ship is going to take some damage. How much? Let's find out. The ship is going to take 63 points of crushing damage and is going to begin to take on water. The ship is down to 1/4 of its hit points.
Yikes.
All right, and as it is happening, I would like everybody on board who is standing on the ship to make me a dex save. Difficulty of 13, please.
Tyria rolled a 1.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
I didn't roll great.
23 for me.
Beautiful.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so you rolled a nat 1. Tyria, you are going to be knocked prone and are going to take 2 points of damage.
Tyria hates the sea.
I got a natural 20 again.
Okay, you are perfectly fine on your sea legs and will actually... so, Mystredo, you can actually use the motion to your advantage and move 10 feet in any direction.
Sure, I'm gonna still head towards Forn.
Okay, so move 10 more feet toward Forn. That works for me. And let's see, did anybody else fail? Kel's dice are on fire, man. They're great.
It's the triple treat. Okay. Is that 10?
There we go. All right. And then, Tyria, you're going to fall and be prone. Top of the initiative, we have Tentacle 1. Tentacle 1 is going to continue to try to crush the ship. And is going to basically just slam into it again. That is going to be a 23. The ship is... You know what? I'm going to spend a hurt them more to make that a crit. That's going to be 5, 8... 29 points of damage to the ship, meaning that that is going to be 122 points of damage taken by the ship as it smashes into the side of the ship. Number 2, however, the tentacle that's being slashed by you all is going to lash back and try to use its action to smash Deianera. I think has done the most damage to it out of the close range people. So Deianera, does a 13 hit you?
Does not.
Well, I'm gonna spend a hurt them more. Does a nat 20 hit you?
Fuck.
All right.
Rude!
Well, it took a nat 20 to hit you, though. That's pretty great.
That's you can't, but I have
Okay.
yeah, this will be fun.
That's pretty good. So that is, I rolled pretty bad on damage, though, so you should feel good about that. So you're going to take 20 points of smashing damage. Bludgeoning damage.
That was rolling bad?
It's a Kraken.
I know. I almost died. I'm close to dead.
You are grappled and restrained
Great.
as it wraps around you. Ooh, that means I can use a legendary on someone else's turn. Yay. Okay, Forn, it is you or Gwylan's turn.
Go ahead.
Cool. Deianera picked up. I'm gonna start lashing out at it again.
All right, do it.
But the advantage is off now, right?
Nope, it is still on until the beginning of Gwylan's turn, right?
Cool. I will take full advantage of that. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you go, technically Gwylan's turn has not happened yet, so use it. Because you guys get to hack the system because you rolled the same initiative.
Okay, so that's going to be a 22 for the first hit.
That's a hit.
And a 22 for the second one.
Those are 2 hits. Would you like to use Flurry of Blows? Or save it? Save your key points?
Save it for now. I only have 1 key point left.
Okay, sounds good. That's 2 hits though. Roll me damage.
4. So that's 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage? Okay. You are going to slam into it again and again. Fire damage. This thing is starting to wither. It's on the cusp of death. It's almost dead. And do you have anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Not for now. Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. So, I'm going to use a legendary because I am holding someone, and I'm going to use the fling action on Deianera. I'm going to fling Deianera in a random direction. Deianera is going to go. All right, Deianera, you are going to be thrown 30 feet to the south, landing on the deck still, thankfully. I need you to make me a deck save.
Okay. That's a 23.
Okay, you are going to be hurled across the deck. You're going to hit the ground and are going to not be knocked prone. How many hit points do you have left? Just for my curiosity.
13.
13, okay. So, landing, you are going to take half of this damage from the hurl. You're going to take an additional 5 points of damage. But you are not locked prone, and you only took half. So, that is my legendary there. Gwylan, it's your turn.
Sure is. So that advantage ends. I cannot use it on the same enemy again in the same combat.
But here's the fun thing, just to let you know. I specifically statted this up so that each tentacle is its own enemy. They count as individual creatures for the purposes of this combat.
Okay, in that case, since I can no longer target that one specific tentacle, I think we're gonna aim at number 1 because it looks like there's a bunch that are attacking it right now, and let's get rid of number 1 as quick as possible. So I'd say I need that wisdom insight roll from you.
Cool. And a side note, that's a nat 20.
Oh, well, then you succeed, I fail, because I only add an 8 to that, and I did not roll high enough.
Okay. You will try, but that tentacle is just too distracted. It's too busy.
Yeah. It did not go after whatever feint I attempted. Now I can't, so that was my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So my action then is to continue to try and break free of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the ship's strength, and I have advantage because I've got someone helping me.
You do. I'm going to give you disadvantage because you're being held by 2 tentacles right now, though, so you'll be rolling flat.
Okay. Oh god. Can I? Nope. I can't give myself. Yeah,
nope, because you can't inspire yourself out of disadvantage or out of flat vantage. What'd you get?
I rolled another 2.
Okay, so you're struggling against the ship, but the tentacles have you in their grip. Okay. Deianera, it is your turn.
What type of creature is a Kraken? It's not Fey, right?
It is not a Fey, no. A Kraken is, I believe, a monstrosity. A Kraken is a monstrosity.
Get that bonus from my favored enemy. But you're gonna see Deianera just trying to enter a frenzied battle cry as a bonus action.
All right, go ahead.
So I do not get advantage because it's not Fey, but I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage now, so that's nice.
Okay.
So if it decides to fling me again, and Deianera is going to, oops, no, that's the thingy. She's going to take her longbow and fire at number 2. She's real pissed at it.
All right, go ahead, give it to me.
That one no longer has the thingy from Gwylan, right?
It does not. No, none of them do right now.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 7. I'm gonna spend my inspiration to reroll that 7 because that's
the attack roll. Yep, do it.
That was all right, so longbow is 7 or 12 plus 7 is a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Perfect. So it's a Well, I get a +1 from close quarter shooters, so yeah, it would be a 20 to hit. But yeah, that's those Hunter's Mark on it. So she's going to add that extra d6. Oh, not bad. 12 plus 3 is 15 piercing from her longbow as the like gold edges of her longbow flow into the tip of the arrow from her Hunter's Mark, and she fires it at the tentacle.
All right. How do you want to do
Perfect. Yes. I think it's just gonna be this. As she does her warrior princess shout, she takes the arrow and it charges up with this golden energy from the Hunter's Mark, and she just aims it and fires it, and it just like blasts a hole right through the tentacle, and it just I think it just like makes this giant asshole that almost splits it off in half.
All right. It is going to collapse into the water. And do you have anything else you can do on your turn?
I don't, but my Stim Fae will do another talon attack.
Okay.
Do a flyby.
On which one? Number 1?
I'm thinking well, no, I think she's actually gonna go to where the bird sees Tyria fighting the tentacle number 4.
Okay.
Just in case she ends up running away. She will, so Deianera will go like and click to the bird, and it will make a talon attack.
All right.
Ooh, that's probably not gonna hit.
What is it?
It is a +4. It's a 13. I'm gonna spend my determination to make it a 15.
All right. 15 is going to hit.
Yes. Okay, so a D6, and then it can't take any opportunity attacks. That is 6. So 6 piercing damage, and the tentacle cannot make any opportunity attacks until the start of the Stim Fae's turn, and then the Stim Fae will kind of fly up again away from the tentacle.
All right. It is the shipmates' turns. They are going to. One is going to try to fire point blank into tentacle number 1 again, and that is going to be a botch. They are going to pull the string on the ballista, and there's going to be a smashing noise as the ballista's cable snaps. Ballista number 1 is disabled. Ballista number 2 is going to turn around, and the kobolds are going to fire and are going to get a 14, which is actually going to hit. Dealing.
Let's go.
Kobolds are the best, man. Like, they are just the best. I've been rolling too little damage for the ballista, I just realized.
Not 3d10?
No, I was rolling 3d6 for some reason, because I'm very smart. Okay, so that's going to be 15 points of damage to tentacle number 1 as the other one fires into it. The other sailors are going to run around trying to keep the ship in order. The captain is going to continue to use the help action for Gwylan. Come on, pull. And then it is going to be, you know what? The pirate that was fighting is going to come to his senses and is going to go, fuck this, and is going to run and try to jump overboard to swim away. And I'm going to use my opportunity attack. And, well, he's going to jump overboard. The tentacle is going to snatch him midair, and you're going to see that him rise up on the other side of the deck and be flung 60 feet across the bow into the other ocean. What? He hits the ground so hard he skips. And Mystredo, it's your turn. The kobolds laugh.
Oh boy.
Which translates from koboldese as sucks to suck.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so the other tentacle is gone. You know, people are just, how badly hurt is Forn, and how badly hurt is the tentacle one?
The tentacle there,
I
it's doing okay.
Sorry,
The tentacle's doing okay.
it's doing okay.
How bad's Forn?
tentacle's fine. Yeah, let's go.
Forn's
heal
not
some
too
Forn.
bad.
Oh,
I'm actually not too bad shape.
oh, okay.
I think you healed me last game, so
Yeah. Okay. Well, then, I'm a bit far from Tentacle 1. Okay, let's head over to Tentacle 1 then and see if we can do the Thunder Wave again.
Okay, you're almost at this. This is your last spell slot.
Yep. This gonna be it.
Oh.
I'm down to cantrips after this.
All right.
If you are looking at people that are hurt,
Yeah, Deianera is almost down.
yeah.
Yeah. I am a short breeze from death.
Okay, then send me there. So, then I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
head over
moving
to-
there instead. So you were there. So
Yeah.
that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? You can't quite reach her.
Thank you, right?
You can get 5 feet away, but if you give me the offer, I'll
Yeah.
let you reach her.
Hang on. I think I can. I mean, I can do Healing Word. She just has to hear me.
Yeah, it's not quite as powerful, but you could do that.
I know.
That 5 feet, pretty handy.
It is pretty good. Yeah.
I love that nefarious facial expression.
I know. It's just like, do I want to
Right?
do it now?
Where's good? Where's good? Don't get
Oh.
Gilly.
Uh,
Unless you want to, but we screwed.
you know what? Healing Word is range is 60 feet, so I'm gonna go Healing Word. Sorry.
Okay, where are you going to leave yourself then?
I will leave the 5 feet away from.
Okay. All right,
Bummer.
healing word. Give me that D4.
Okay. The healing word of the day is heal,
Well, the healing word of the day is
It
don't
is.
die.
and it is a 3.
Okay. So 3 plus your wisdom mod, which is a.
My wisdom mod is back and forth, and
I know, having a million tabs open. It's the worst.
I know, and everything is expanded so high. Plus 2, so 5.
5. Okay. 5
Five,
healing.
five.
5 healing. All right. So that is going to be your turn. Healing word, is it an action or a bonus action? Remind me.
It is an
It's a bonus action.
it is an-
Okay.
Bonus
So
Is it a bonus?
do
I
you?
thought it was
Yeah.
an
So do you have an action you'd like to use?
Ye- I don't think I have anything much right now.
You need a
I don't have
crossbow.
any Weapons. Do I have a crossbow? I
You
didn't
need
think I
one,
did.
or a sling.
I need a crossbow.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's on the list for. That's on the shopping list if we survive. So I'm gonna give that to one of the responsible snakes.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's going to be your turn. It's Inone's turn. She's going to pivot around at the one the kobolds are fighting, realizing that she's pretty much alone in that, and go, shit. And is going to fire up an Eldritch Blast for a 17. That is going to be a hit. And that is going to be another 12 points of damage. Good for her. I'm real proud of you. Okay. And then she is going to take off running to the other side of the boat, hiding behind this sailor. Stand still. She's going to duck behind him. Tentacle number 3 is going to take its action at this point, and is going to... Ooh, let's roll to see how smart it is. It's pretty damn smart. It is continuing to try to pull the ship under, and is going to roll to do more damage to it, I'm gonna say. Let's see. Oh. Actually, I've got... That sounds like a great idea. It is going to grab onto the ship and is going to do something different. It is going to... You're going to see it kind of like coil up as it pulls itself down, and you're waiting for the ship to kind of be sunk under, and then you are going to hear groaning as it grabs under the lip of the ship and begins pushing the ship upward while tentacle number 1 pulls down. The ship is going to go to a 15-degree angle, a 20-degree angle, and I need everybody on the ship to make me a dex save.
Yeah, real quick. Let me know when this counts as climbing because that's gonna hurt my
So
walking as
the
a
ship is
horse.
going to begin to capsize slightly. DC 12 at this point.
So I don't know what is up with my dice today, but I have a nat 20.
Nice.
2 1s and a 20.
Yes.
It's like I'm flipping a coin.
14.
14. All right. Anybody else fail? Or anybody fail? Not anybody else.
No, I think we're all good.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh god, this is so good. This is so good. Okay. So what you are going to see, several of the crewmen are going to slide and fall over. One at the front, one at the back. You're going to see Inone rush behind that one guy at mid-deck and go, just hold still, hold still. And the ship's going to tilt, and both of them are going to start skidding across the side of the ship. And he is going to pitch over and fall into the ocean with a Wilhelm scream. And she's going to make a deck save to hold on to the side of the ship. And is going to fail unless... Can I use something good happens for the NPC PC?
I don't see why not.
It's your something good happens.
Do it.
I mean, it could be
Okay.
fun to have to jump in after her.
I used it to roll the exact same two. She is going to pitch over into the water as well. Okay. Shit! All right. That was tentacle number 2. Tentacle number 4 is going to lash out at Tyria. Tyria, I have a nat 20 to hit you.
I've got good news and bad news.
Yes.
It's the same news. Mouse is there. You have disadvantage, deflect attack.
Oh! Okay, it's still gonna hit you.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a... Actually, it might not. Does a 16 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Tyria's AC is garbage. I just wanted to ask to be annoying.
Okay. No. That's your job. I rolled middling damage, so that is going to be 14 points of bludgeoning.
Oh,
As it's going to reach up and it's going to smash into you. And Tyria, it is your turn if you're still up.
technically.
You
yeah, she's
so
got 2 hit points.
So it is going to smash into you. You are grappled and restrained.
Love that for me. So a grappled, restrained. I probably can't swing at it with a warhammer, then, can I?
With restrained, I always forget about restrained because it is a real fun one. Your speed becomes 0. You have disadvantage on attacks. And attack rolls against you have advantage.
I'm pretty sure she would still try to hit it because she hates the ocean.
You could spend your inspiration to roll flat.
We'll probably have to do that. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. Spend it to roll flat. She is going to groan out how much she hates the ocean. It's wet and it's the worst. And then rolled a nat 20.
You rolled a nat 20. That's
Yes.
By the way, we were forgetting to do this before, but Kelle rolled a nat 20 on an attack earlier as well. So Kelle, who do you give inspiration to from that?
Can't give it to me.
Give it to Gwylan.
Give it. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna give it.
Give it to Gwylan. Okay, so Tyria,
Give it
you roll me double damage, and who are you giving your inspiration to?
Forn, I think.
Okay, so Forn will have inspiration from
She's
seeing.
gonna groan out, oh, I hate the sea. Smack. So 9, 7, plus 4, so that is brain math 20 damage.
All right, with your majestic 20 as you smash into it, can you please tell me how you want to do this?
Oh, she's just gonna wail into this thing like she's, flattening meat to make a hamburger over and over and over until it stops angrily wiggling at her and she falls on the deck in a pile of slime, yelling about how the ocean sucks.
Okay, that is so perfect. I love it. Okay, do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think Mouse is probably going to go into a defensive stance
Okay.
to try to protect her because she has 2 hit points.
You can stand up from
Mouse
prone.
can't help there, so let's stay prone.
Okay.
just for lying on the ground dramatically purposes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it is going to be another ocean attack. Ocean, I need Gwylan, you're the pilot right now, so please roll me a d20 for the ship's save versus tentacle power.
And I have that inspiration. Does that affect this?
I'm just letting you roll because you're the pilot. This is not your role technically.
Someone else roll, please.
How bad?
I'm begging you. I botched.
Oh,
What?
no! Okay, so that's going to be 43 points of damage, doubled to 86 points of damage. The ship has now taken 206 points of damage. The lower decks are filling with water as a rent begins filling the side of the ship, cracking up as the tentacles are basically breaking it over a knee as it begins to lift. The ship is going to be at a 30-degree angle at this point. All movement on the ship is going to be rough terrain. Top of the initiative again, it is going to be tentacle number 1. Oh, he's still in the battle. Tentacle number 1 is going to reach out and try, you know what, it's grabbing the ship. It's going to try to pull down. It's going to make a strength check. It's, you know what, it could be worse. I'm going to spend my last hurt them. No, I'm going to save that. So it's going to keep pulling the ship downward, basically reinforcing that this is going to be a slant. And Forn, it is your turn.
Actually, means half movement, right? Or...
So actually, what we're going to do is, I think that I'm gonna amend that. If you are headed from the right side of the ship to the left side of the ship, your movement is increased by half. So if you have 30-foot movement, you have 45-foot movement if you're headed to the left side of the screen. Basically, because the ship is on an angle, you're running downhill. But if you are headed toward the eastern side of the screen, then it's going to be double movement. So if you're charging Tentacle 1, you got plenty of movement. I think that seems more fair. I think that makes more sense. But if you botch, you're going overboard. I just sealed your fate.
Well, then Forn is going to slide to Tentacle 1.
Are you going to use electrical damage?
And I'm going. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Well, because then it's the electric slide.
Remember the inspiration too, because apparently Tyria is inspiring.
Yeah, it's still going to be far. I'm going to cook this thing, but I'm going to dump my last key point and use Flurry of Blows on it.
Okay, sounds good. And you have an inspiration that you can spend to take advantage on one of the attacks.
First one's a 22.
Hit.
Dirty 20.
That's a hit.
And another dirty 20.
Holy crap. Good job, Liu Kang. Let's do this.
He's going to Liu Kang the tentacle now that you mentioned it.
Just bicycle kick it?
Bicycle kick it.
Oh god, bicycle kicks are the best.
$17 points of fire damage total.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, 17 points of fire damage. This thing is really badly cooked.
And that was my bonus action with Flurry of Blows, so I am spent for this one.
You are spent for this one? Okay. Forn, that is your turn then. Gwylan, you're up.
This is going terribly. I need to change gears, but I'm not entirely sure what to change to. Oh, God. I want to deal with tentacle number 3 that's right over by us.
Sounds good.
Because I'm pissed. This is stupid.
It is.
So, Gwylan's gonna go approach it, and is going to, attempt her bonus action deception. I need a wisdom check.
Okay.
God, I'm spending my inspiration.
Okay.
No, Do I get the inspiration? Can I spend the inspiration that
Yep.
I got from?
Mhm.
That's just another d20. It's
Yep.
not like anything.
It's just another d20. It counts as like an inspiration.
Okay. So my deception is a 23.
I rolled a 19,
Okay.
so you win.
Okay.
I
And
was
then,
real worried for a second.
Oh, I was too. And then we're going to we're going to grab my spear out because this stupid thing needs to get shish kebabbed into a calamari,
Mhm.
like on a skewer, and is going to scream and is going to spend my. Can I spend my game inspiration that we got at the start of game? Because
Yeah.
Okay, we're
You
gonna
can
do
spend
that.
multiple inspiration in a turn. I encourage it.
Perfect. I'm doing that. And she's wielding this two-handed with your mastery. That's D10. And I have an advantage, I think, because I'm spending my inspiration.
Yep.
Which means that I can add my sneak attack if I hit.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 18.
That's a hit.
Okay. Oh, that one's gone.
It's gone forever.
Gone forever. Are you fucking kidding me? So my sneak attack dice are okay.
Okay.
And it's 2d6 at this point, yes. I rolled a 1. Okay, so my damage dice, that's a 10 on the
You
sneak
want to reroll the
attacks.
1? You want to reroll the 1?
Kinda. Well, so without the d10, I'm at 13 damage right now.
But you could be plus a T10.
And I'm gonna do that. We're gonna take
Woohoo!
that offer.
She flipped.
And I rolled a 9 on that one, so
Okay,
it was
that
13
was worth
plus
it.
9.
So 21 points
So-
of damage on the undamaged tentacle. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, you are going to stab it deeply, doing a lot of damage to it. And I'm going to spend...
Oh, I didn't even need to spend my inspiration to give myself advantage because I already had advantage from my bonus action. Never
Okay,
mind.
so take
I
that
just-
back.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to flip the offer. And as you stab into it, it is going to shriek and let go of the ship and rise into the air 40 feet with you still hanging onto it with your spear. Because I love some Indiana Jones
It's
style.
not what I intended!
All right, and now it is Deianera's turn.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move Gwylan like on top of the tentacle, I think, to represent this turn of events.
Okay. Okay. Huh.
Okay, so quick reminder that tentacle number 3, everyone has advantage against it right now.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Is it still technically within melee range?
Part of it is yes.
Okay. Deianera is going to and help me with my movement because I need to back up
Yep.
15 feet to get 30 feet
2,
of charge.
3. Yeah, you can do it.
I just didn't know with how the ship's angling. I'm like, I have lost track of
Like
which
his
way is
thunder would be
harder and
up
which
there.
way is.
Oh, you're right. So you.
That's why I was like, I
you
need
will-
help.
So you would not be able to do that
Okay.
unless you flip the offer again.
No, I think
Okay.
I will go with my D8 and D6 instead of 3D6. I was like,
Okay.
the chances are crit. Alright, so she's gonna take out her bow and aim it right for if I do a called shot,
Call chat.
yeah. I want to hit it right where the dagger is in and try and cut it through there. So then Gwylan hopefully is she dangling over the ship or over the ocean?
There's no dagger. Gwylan stabbed it with a spear.
Yes.
And then got lifted up by the spear.
Yes. I am trying to do a called shot to fully sever where the spear is in it.
That's 40 feet in the air. Gwylan has stabbed it with a spear.
Yes.
Okay, so you're doing a call shot with your bow, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Okay, I thought you were still charging, and I was like, what? Okay.
No. I
Okay,
said
okay.
that's why I'm like I don't want to do that. So call shot with the bow, the long bow. And is Gwylan over the ship or over the sea?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Because I'd like to position.
It's
and
gonna
use
be
my bonus action to try and let her land on my back.
We can see how that goes. If you give me a called shot,
Okay.
that will be with disadvantage, meaning you're going to be rolling flat.
Yep. Yeah, I've used my. I can't use my inspiration I've used my inspiration. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and do that.
Okay, give it to me.
Let's do this. And then, could I try and? I guess if my stim fade came and tried to attack at the same time at the same point, that wouldn't really do anything, would it?
It'd be cool.
Okay, well that's gonna happen at the same time, so I'll roll them at the same time.
All right.
It's gonna make a.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the bird got a 13 plus 4, 17, but then Deianera got a nat fucking 20.
Who are you giving the inspiration to?
I'm gonna give it to fucking Gwylan because she's about to fall. Hopefully on me.
Okay, roll me double damage, please.
And then she's gonna try and if it severs, she's gonna try and swing her butt because I have my action to be able as a bonus action to allow
Deianera.
someone to get on my back. Yes.
Before you roll your damage, have you spent your bonus action this turn?
No.
Because you had marked tentacle 2. So
Oh.
you can transfer your hunter's mark.
Yes. Okay.
You're not
I
used to
will do
playing a
that.
ranger, so I'm going to let this happen. So go ahead.
Yes. No. Thank you.
So
Yeah,
that also
okay.
doubles damage. Don't forget.
Amazing. All right. So 2d8 and 2d6.
Yep. Plus your dex.
I love it. Yep. 2d6, d6, d6. Okay. Let's go. I would like to reroll a damage die.
All right, flipped.
I rolled to a 2. Rude.
It wasn't a 1 anymore, though, so that's something.
It's true. It's true. So the bird did 4 points of slashing damage, and then Deianera did 25 points of piercing damage.
Holy crap. This thing
Yup.
is almost dead as you fire that. Did you add your extra damage for being in a war rage, or did that only last for 1 round?
Oh, that's not. I don't get extra damage. I just have resistance,
Oh, okay.
and I have advantage on frighten or paralyze, and then I have advantage on attacks of my favorite
cool.
enemy type, but it doesn't.
All right,
Yeah,
so
no, it's not like fully rage like barbarian rage. It's a different flavor.
okay, so moving up the side of the hill, or up the side of the hill that the ship is forged, you are going to fire your arrow. It is going to slam right next to the spear, severing part of the tentacle with this explosion, and Gwylan is going to slip out with this kind of slucky sound. Gwylan, make me a dex save to land on the centaur.
Have
Okay.
advantage. You have advantage.
We're gonna use it. Oh man, I would love to be able to do to try and slide down it with a dagger or something, but all right, let's see what I got here. I'm spending that.
Also, the tentacles make opportunity attacks from my burb is distracting.
Yep, which would be great.
dex save, huh? Well,
Yep.
I'm glad I had
Yeah.
advantage on that.
What is it?
Which one is that? It's a. Well, that's a 14.
That's enough.
Cool.
All right,
That
so
was
you're going
much
to
better.
slide down the tentacle, go, and they'll go fly through the air and land on the back of the centaur. All right, Deianera.
As she lands, I think she's going to say, "Oh, hello, princess. Nice save."
You're welcome.
All right. As that is happening, the shipmates are going to attempt some swimming rolls because that's what they're good at. And because the ship is basically bending into the water at this point, shipmate number 1 is going to pull himself up. Shipmate number 2 is going to pull himself up. Shipmate number 3 is going to pull himself up. These shipmates are actually pretty good at what they do. And then it is Mystredo's turn. Oh, pardon me. The kobolds, that is destroyed. The kobolds are going to rush over and try to start chain loading the other ballista. They're going to try to fire one at Tentacle 1, and that is going to be a hit. That is going to be a really low hit. 7 points of damage. Are you okay? And the kobolds are going to turn around. They're going to and Forn, right over your head, you are going to hear this ballista bolt go. And I'm going to spend that something good happens that just came in, and tentacle number 1 is going to explode into gore over your head. And as that occurs, I need everyone on the ship to make me a dex save as the ship suddenly rights itself.
Does Gwylan not have to make it because she's on me? Or
I think I have to try not to fall off the horse.
Yeah, basically.
Centaur.
That's true.
I'll give you something good happens. I'm going to give all of you advantage as you see this coming.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right.
I'm glad I had advantage.
Because Christine is bombing the chat with something good happens.
Thank you,
I
Christine.
got a 14. Thank you, Christine.
Okay, 14.
11.
DC 13 on
13?
this. What was that?
Oh, 13 is phenomenal at DC 13.
All right,
Big
sounds
fan,
good.
carry on.
Did anybody fail? DC 13.
Nope.
Okay.
Oop, oop.
Oh god, that means that Inone is still in the water.
Oh no.
Oh, no, nay.
Got plans for that might help.
Okay, that is going to be boop boop boop. All right, and let me just roll for the captain. The captain is knocked prone. How about the kobolds? The kobolds are not thrown in the water. Holy crap. And the sailor that was on the other end of the ship got a nat 20. Holy crap, these guys are good. So a couple people get shuffled around a bit. There is only one tentacle, a heavily wounded one on the other side of the ship, and it is Mystredo's turn. Mystredo, what do you do?
Yeah, what can I do? What can I do? Okay, back to the spells. I got one left. What can I do? What can I do? I have one spell left. Oh wait, that.
Those are great noises. What are they about?
Yeah, they're great noises. And she's just like Thunderwave, I guess. I don't got much else I can do with this right now. I don't have any weapons because
Remember, your snakes and your hair are weapons.
yes, I don't think I'm close enough. I'd have to like dive headfirst onto the.
You could try.
Tentacle, though.
You are just close enough. The ship no longer has rough terrain because it is now righted.
I don't know that I necessarily want to, dive headfirst onto the
That's fair.
onto the tentacle. the thunder wave seems to be working better for me, so let's go with that again and use it
Okay.
as, the last time.
Okay. So rushing up to the side, Gwylan is technically on you, so you can angle that so it does not. Actually, if you stay where the Stimfe is, you can hit it because the Stimfe is in the air. What's my save?
Oh shoot, I was right down there.
I failed.
Okay, yeah, you failed.
That's a 4.
Because it's yeah. Oh, I got an 18. Thank God.
On damage?
Oh no, I was.
Remember,
rolling to-
if I'm rolling a save, you don't have to roll.
Do it. Yeah, I don't have to roll. Duh. So it is. Oh, it's the 15 foot cube with the thing and the stuff and the 8s, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's 2d8.
Yeah. But I have a bonus. Oh, that was when I was casting it.
That was when you were upcasting.
Yeah,
Yep. You're using
Yeah,
your last
okay.
spell slot, so.
Lasting my last spell slot, so it is just 2.
Or wait,
2d8s.
pardon me, Kelle. Did you still have a spell slot, or did you spend it on Healing Word?
Oh, wait. No, I had...
Because you've done Healing Word twice, you've done Thunder Wave at 2nd
Yep.
level.
Yeah.
Do you still have any spell slots?
I do have, I have one first level and one second level.
Remaining?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it.
You know what? I'm gonna use the last, second level.
Okay.
And we're gonna
In the future, if you're upcasting, tell me before I roll the save.
Yes. Well, you failed, so I'll just go with the 2.
Okay.
Because I forgot to tell you.
Sounds good.
Because it's a 13 total.
Can you please do me a favor?
Yes.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, how do I want to do it? It's shoved and it's flails and it's just like it shudders. Just the thunder just ripples through it and just kind of like jiggles it to death. Jiggles it like Jello.
Nice. It is. It sloughs off the edge of the ship, dead. So it explodes into the water. Inone is going to try to swim toward the edge of the ship, and is going to go, help! Hey, down here! A little... Oh, what the fuck? You're gonna hear her kind of say, that technical doesn't exist. Tyria, what do you do?
Let's try to help her. I have an important rules question for you.
Yes.
So Tyria no longer has disguise self prepared because balls to it, so I swapped to long strider. Does that include swim speed? It increases movement speed by 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I'll say.
Then let's send Canary over to her to land perched dramatically on her head, and then use Canary to cast long strider.
Okay.
Zoop.
Inone is going to take her movement then and is going to climb the ship.
Yeah. Sort of like pull up over the top so that Tyria can see. And just say, swim for it. You've got it.
I used to like the ocean.
Gonna grab a hand to pull her up if it still has actions.
Yep,
I hate
you
the
totally
thing.
can. There's a big fucking shadow. And as she says that, the ship is going to shake. And something is going to breach the water that's about half the size of the ship.
Oh gosh.
As a creature made of hatred and tentacles is going to burst through the water and let out a horrible roar. And I think this is probably a good place for us to take a quick break. So folks, we'll be right back.
You hate the ocean now?
Oh,
I'm learning to.
Party ever.
I hate the ocean.
All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to talk to you, the chat, for about 5 minutes. Then we got to head back in to get, because we're crack-a-lacking. Or actually, we're not. We got plenty of Kraken.
No, we have too much Kraken.
We're
Too
getting
much
cracked.
So
Getting
much
your back
Kraken.
cracked, getting your cracked. And everybody has determination now, so let me just update that. On here, I need to... I wish I could link it so the determination's carried over between screens, but it doesn't with the different sizing. So I got to do it differently for each one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So I hope you're all doing well. You guys having fun fighting Krakens and winning hearts?
Our
Yes.
roles are kind of interesting
Oh my
for
God.
this combat.
Yeah, it's been pretty entertaining today.
This is
I think I
how...
have, what, 3 1s and 2 20s?
This is how I
Yeah.
love... How are you guys liking the inspired crits?
Yeah.
I think it's
But-
cool.
They're good.
Yeah.
I like them. I
Yes.
like them a lot.
Does it feel cool to be able to be just like, to get that extra bonus?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it does.
Well, it's also cool to
Mhm.
give it. So, like, for me when I gave it to Amy, because like, hey, you're about to make a
Mhm.
fall and a save here
Yeah,
from
that's-
my doing. So I'm happy that I am able to pass this luck to you.
It's...
Because
So thanks, Ginny
Amy's
D, for
dice
that
have been
idea. So that was a Ginny D
particularly
idea,
bad.
and that was really cool. So thanks. I look forward to that. So fated rolls, we were talking about those before, because fated rolls might be useful fighting a Kraken. You know, it's only
Right.
20 CRs above you, but you guys
Only.
get 50,000 XP if you beat it.
I mean, I'm just thinking of how this stuff works, though, right? Because it's CR 23, Tyria's level 3, and is 2 health. Like that's about the same, I think.
Pretty much. Like it only has...
yeah, it's kind of it's interesting being like. I feel like we're not supposed to win this fight, but yeah, we're supposed to, but we're gonna fight anyway. But I feel like we're not supposed to win this fight because you know it's a CR 23 and we're level 3
Yeah.
characters. I feel like it's the you've brought a rocket launcher to the sword fight there, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. A little. I feel.
Yeah, but the swords are the cocktail
overpowered.
swords.
Yeah. Right. Laser
Yeah.
sword.
Oh man! So I hope you guys are having fun. I enjoy this game.
Oh, yes.
I have been loving the rolls. I've been loving this. What is coming? I want to give you a quick lowdown. So I've spent. I got a little behind on editing, so there is going to be a bunch of new content coming in the next week or so. That was either during Onyx PathCon. The old Extra Life stuff is going up on YouTube soon. But I've been putting a bunch of my free time into organizing our Extra Life charity stream for August this year, and that always ends up taking me about 20 to 30 hours of scheduling. This time was actually really good. Oh, thanks for the subs. Dark Mystery, that was really nice. So it has been really fantastic to we're bringing in a lot of people from outside the channel to supplement our ranks for this, because it's always been really difficult because we run like 13-14 games over a weekend, and you know, we try not to have people do like the last shift that ends at like 2 a.m. and then the first shift that starts at 8, and we try, except for me, I'm for both, you know, and usually Robin, Krista, and Caitlin for some reason usually are on those shifts because you guys are nuts. So trying to do that, but now that we have like 27 players coming in for that weekend, and we've got some people from Fayfinders, we've got Ravnos Archon, we've got Simon K and Awkward GM Corbin. We've got just so many people coming to give us a
Dixie
hand.
from the Onyx Path.
got
who's a
Dixie
writer
coming.
for Pugmire.
And actually, Dixie needs to switch a game up because they're unavailable on one of the days. But I love dealing with these people because Dixie's just a great person. But talking to her and being like, "Oh, so what are you interested in?" She's like, "Literally, put me in anything. I'll play anything." And I'm like, I love that. I love it when people are like, "I'll play anything." We've got Chicken Charlie running a game based on Jimmy Buffett. It's a D&D Margaritaville game. We've got...
I'm very intrigued for that because I'm in it, and that's just like, oh, okay, I'm okay.
Right?
I feel like, what if that's something
Sounds
from the
interesting.
Adventure Zone? Because I know they did something with Jimmy
Probably.
Buffett. What, did they
Probably.
so? Yeah.
Kelle's going to be running her first game for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And all of the money we raise during that, so you can actually pay to affect the rules and affect the game, and all of the money goes to the Children's Miracle Network. We don't profit at all, and it helps sick kids. And a lot of members of the channel have either been in Children's Miracle Network care or have directly benefited from it through a family member or loved one. or just, they know somebody who survived because of the treatment there. So it's a great charity, and at the very least, come out, spread the word. If you can't donate, it's really, really helpful just to help us keep our numbers up, because the more people that are watching the stream, the more people will come and watch it. It's just the nature of the beast. Yeah. If you see 2 streams and one's at 10 viewers and one's at 70, a lot of people will click the 70. So yeah, that'd be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun too. What the hell should I run? I'm one of the only games that hasn't been decided because I'm running the anchor game at the end.
Ooh.
All right.
Do you want to do a system yet, or what? System?
I don't know. See, Robin, you and I have been binging a lot of Super Eye Patch Wolf videos on WWE.
I know.
So, yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf has been does these great deep dives into professional wrestling. And and they're really good. You should watch them. Like, you should genuinely, they are beautiful.
We're actually watching the series on A&E.
No, watch Super Eye Patch Wolf. He's Irish and he's funny, and it's YouTube. But he also he knows a ton about wrestling and like Japanese wrestling and stuff like that. And he does like an hour-long episode on the Undertaker's career, and like it's real cool stuff. Like I could run a wrestling episode.
I would say wrestling or like Aberrant again is always fun.
Aberrant could be fun. Everybody likes superheroes. Yeah, I could run another game with Henry the Honk in it.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
I mean, it's always the one at the end that turns into the garbage fire.
It's a beautiful garbage fire.
Oh, I love the garbage fire.
Garbage
That's the
fire.
reason I tuned into the last game.
It's going to be even better when we run in November too, because Robin's going to be running a game that I've been pushing her to run for a long time. And
cool.
I could run the prequel to that.
You could.
I could run the prequel. I could run Weekend at Strahd's. The one where you have to puppet his corpse around.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh man, because I love me some Strahd. Oh, then again, it's gonna be August. I don't know if I can wear that outfit. It's gonna be real warm in my house. Whereas, like, if it's superheroes, I could wear.
You can always open with that in November and have Robin run in a couple days later.
That's true. That's true. I could.
That's true.
I could. I'll let Robin anchor. So there's a Judge Dredd RPG, Old School Mutant. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I'm running the first game, and I haven't decided what I'm running for the first game.
Yeah.
I'm now tempted.
I'll
I'll also check in with the players and see.
Oh, please. I'm in that game, so let me
I also have an idea for a Monster of the Week Extra Life game that I want to run. So we'll see.
Monster of the Week is very good.
Point. An Extra Life. Or maybe I should do it for like a Patreon game or something.
You should do it for Patreon, just like a Patreon one-shot, because I always use another one of those. Also, Passions de la Passions is going to be dropping on YouTube and Twitch sometime this month. We're going to do like a surprise. It's actually going to be this week game, so you'll be able to watch that finally, where you watch us play a telenovela, which is a lot of fun.
Oh God,
and
that was insane, that game.
It was a really fun game. It was like there were so many pregnancies.
Yeah,
everybody knocked everybody up. I'm surprised that the guys didn't get knocked up.
It took a little bit to get into the let's add on drama and drama and drama, but once it started going, it was like, this is perfect.
That's great. What else is going on soon? So there's great stuff coming next week. So on our Patreon, you're going to be getting tomorrow is Star Trek, then Demon the Descent is coming out on Tuesday. Then we're going to start recording. We're recording Alien this month as well. So those who are in the Alien game are going to be getting that ready for you. We've got more Hunter coming. We've got another episode of Demon. We've got so many games, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, and tomorrow night is for public release, Strixhaven Year 2, Episode 2 is going up. I got to edit that still. And then next week on the 18th, we're back with Strixhaven Season 3, Year 3. We're juniors now.
Nice.
And you definitely want to come and see what has changed at Strixhaven since the special. No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. Jen's in the chat saying so many pregnancies. Dude, yeah. Hunter the Vigil summons will be coming out on public release starting in August as well. So if you can't afford to join the Patreon right now, the first episode will be out next month. So, it's definitely a lot of great reasons to join. Hey, Ashen Windsong, good to see you there. We're just waiting for one player to return, and then we're going to be hopping right back into game. I know, sophomore year. The years are pretty quick on Strixhaven. We're trying to keep them between 6 and 8 episodes now because the book's not good. Like, our game is good, but the book is not good. Like, Strixhaven as a book is really kind of disappointing.
Also, we have a couple players that are starting life stuff in the fall that gets kind of, so it's also a scheduling thing too. Like, my life is going to get very, very busy come September, October.
Yep. And then what else is happening? So Strixhaven's happening. Phandelver campaign. Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, is coming in September, and we have 3/5 of the art for that ready. And it is good. Like, it's Kiyoshuki again, because I love Kiyoshuki's art. We're just waiting for the last 2 pieces, and then I'll be able to show people.
They are awesome.
They're such a Dominique is a really good artist. Like, she's great. Borrowed Time on DM's Guild. Interesting. Frog, did you write that one? I appreciate you, Wonka. Come hang out. Come hang out on the Patreon, Wonka. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. I'm harassing Wonka specifically. All right. So, any questions, comments, concerns before we get ready to hop back in?
Oh, plenty of concerns considering what's in front of us.
It's fine.
Yes,
It's
are we gonna die?
I already died once. What's the second time?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you have experience with that. Mystredo's never been off the freaking island.
Patreon's pretty close.
Barely been out of the cave. I mean, the snakes have more, street smarts than she does.
Right.
Okay, except Lenny.
Yeah, you should totally. I will play in that. By the way, Robin, your Patreon recording. Yeah. So I'm trying to think what last good stuff we have coming our way. We have Millie. Have we announced your thing? Has that thing been public?
Which one?
The secret project beta gamma excellent.
I mean, we can certainly talk about it. The timing for it has slipped because we've lost a player, but
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I can talk little bits about it because it's a little bit exciting for me as someone who is a VTuber who is right now violating the sacred oath. Please do not tell the secret VTuber council or whatever. This upcoming project will feature Kelly's VTuber debut.
What? I'm going to be a
Dorktales
VTuber.
Is going to be an anime character. And also, to be honest, I think your model looks fantastic.
I think it does too. Someone amazing made it for me.
I'm very mysterious. I wonder how this could have happened.
I don't know.
I'm super intrigued, and I'm going to try and watch that at work.
I can show you the VTube
I'm
mod.
pretty excited for it too. I'm hopeful it'll be up pretty soon. We were at one point angling for like literally Tuesday.
Yeah.
However, losing a player sort of threw a wrench in that. So sorting out a timeline now.
The other thing that I was going to say, it's going to be fantastic. You really need to tune in. It's going to be, I get to use my Markiplier voice.
Oops, all VTubers.
We're all VTubers. And then also during Dorktales Expo this year, we unlocked some stretch goals where I have 3 ASMR videos, and those are going to hopefully be coming out in August. I've been moving around doing all sorts of stuff. I haven't really had time to do. The ASMR setup takes a lot of work to make sure that like the mics are. It's a pain in the butt in my living room, at least. I don't have a studio, but hey, Patreon.com, help me afford a studio. So there are going to be 3 ASMR videos that are happening, and I was going to check real quick. So I'm going to release them on the Dorktales channel, but I'm thinking that if they get good response, I might actually spin off a second YouTube channel for them, because ASMR, like dropping one of those every 2 to 4 weeks is, it's a good way to get extra YouTube revenue.
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, and I enjoy doing them, and it'll be nerdy as hell. Kelly eating dry biscuits.
I'm excited for that. I love me some nerdy ASMR. What was it? Is it Tinglesmith? Yeah.
Tinglesmith is
really great
great.
ASMR.
Tinglesmith is great. Yeah, the mics need to be just right. I can do it with like 2 opposite mics, one for each ear, because I don't have one of the dynamic like 3D with like 360 degree binaural mics. But it'll be fantastic. And yeah, Bunny is saying in the chat that my character is a Disney prince.
I want to see this model so
Did you
bad.
get the Bluebird? Is the Bluebird happening? Tweeter?
It will be happening. I haven't finished it yet, but it's on the old to-do list.
I
That's
need
so cool.
I need to talk to you about how much we should go into the parodying of capitalistic utopias.
Oh,
Ooh.
like
Yes,
2000%.
want to see.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay, so I should definitely be the son of King Iran.
oh my god.
Wait,
Elon
and
Musk?
did
Iman Lusk.
I was going to ask
Yes.
if it was Elon or Enron, because if it's an Enron equivalent,
Oh.
then I think your country knew about the disaster 30 years ago, but then just never told anyone.
Well, why not be Enron Musk?
Yeah. Enron
That
Musk.
sounds
like
great.
it.
That
Enron
sounds
must.
great.
Oh,
I will be Prince Keen Must. Damn it. Oh, that is the worst name ever.
it reminds me of Keen's mustard.
It's yes.
Oh my gosh.
For all the Brits.
I
and-
feel like every time you like get into trouble or you're like pushing something a little bit too far, where you're like, you know what, a regular person wouldn't do this, but Prince Keen must. It's just too perfect.
Oh my god, that's the
Too perfect.
worst.
Love it.
Also,
Pose dramatically.
no, don't break. I've been fighting with my
Don't do it.
band from AliExpress. Well, I'm trying to bend it, and it's so it's not stabbing me in the arm.
This is why you buy 4 and
Fuck.
cobble them
I
together.
just did
And
it.
there it
You
went.
just
Yeah.
broke it.
There we go. Yep. I just broke it.
No.
Welcome back.
Mother. Amy,
A
I just
majestic
broke
Gwylan
my
appears.
thing.
Or Gwylan, sorry.
Just broke my thing, Amy. You missed it. My
What-
cheap
what do you mean?
AliExpress.
Oh
It's
Well,
dead.
You know.
All
It
right.
I was
did.
playing with it, trying to stretch it, so you know.
All right,
It's
so
dead now.
folks, it's about time to be Kraken.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Let's crack it. All right. Any last minute questions or anything like
Last
that?
prayers?
Last prayers?
rites?
Any last words
Last
for our
rites?
characters here?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
elongated muskrat. Yep, you know what's up.
No. Nay.
It's an elongated muskrat. All right. So, folks, we're going to be heading back into game. Aw. That's really proud. That's really cool. It's just selling in private chat. All right, let's head back into game. Welcome back. Well, I should probably take a pause. Welcome back to Dreams of Arkos, here on Dork Tales. When last we left you, the water had just been breached by a tremendous creature. It rose from the depths, and with an awful, awful sound that reverberated in your bones, it cried out. And I think it's time for us to fight for glory. All right, it is top of the initiative. Now it is the Kraken's turn. All right, the Kraken is going to burst through the water, its tentacles writhing toward you as it looks at you. You can see a couple of the tentacles are actually just nubs where you cut them off, and it is going to glower at your ship with pure hatred. And it is going to... let's have some fun. It is going to use its siege monster trait as it attacks the ship. Okay, that is a 27 versus the ship. It is going to bring down its tentacle on the front bow of the ship, and that is going to deal... it could be worse. All right. Okay, 3d 14, 28. That is going to be 38 points of damage, which is going to, you know what, let's spend a hurt them more to double that. That is going to be another 76 points of damage. The ship has taken 284 points of damage out of 400 points of damage. As it smashes down on the front of the ship, I need everyone on board to make me a strength save.
Oh, I've been wondering. You said a quarter down. I heard a quarter left. So I've been waiting this whole time for the ship to just explode.
No, the ship has
you said we had a quarter of our health left.
The ship has
when you said
400
that
hit points.
Yikes. Okay.
And I have done 284 points of damage. All right, so it is going to crash down, and I need actually, pardon me, it's going to be a dex save from everybody not to be knocked prone, and for everybody on the front here, it's going to be a dex save not to get hit. As this hits the front, that front sailor is going to roll a nat 20. Oh, that guy is Sinbad. Unfortunately, the sailor at the top right is going to roll a nat 1 and is going to get completely mulched by this.
I would like to use my determination on my roll.
You may do so.
And I had
Okay.
a question about the inspiration I got earlier from...
It is still in effect if you want to use it.
No? Okay.
I would like to use my inspiration because I realized I didn't.
All right, the
said I
DC
didn't
for this is
make any
16.
And
No. Crap.
okay, thank goodness I did that. That is a
Okay, I'm spending as something good happens
18.
for the kobolds to live because I love them. All right. And, Forn, what did you get?
21.
21. It is going to come down right next to you, basically smashing the front of the ship. Just that front corner kind of along this long kind of path right next to your face. Inone is going to roll, and that is going to be a dex save. That's not enough. She's prone, but at least she was on board. All right, so that is going to be its first attack. How many attacks do I get again? I get 3 tentacle attacks. Perfect. It is going to attack the ship twice more, and is actually... Go, it's a 22 to hit. Yeah, he's going to hit twice. So the ship is going to take an additional... that is going to be 13, 26.
Did any of our tentacles take away from that, from us taking 4 of them out, or no?
It has many tentacles.
Oh, no.
It has tentacles.
Oh.
28, that's going to be an additional 48 points of damage to the ship. Okay, so that is 332 points of damage dealt to the ship. And it is either Forn or Gwylan's turn. Forn or Gwylan, what are you doing?
okay. So it's on the other side from where we are.
It is on the
You see
other
it rising
side, yeah.
up?
It's kind of writhing up
Alright.
out of the water. So in theory, you could rush. You could try to ram it with the ship. You could...
Yeah. So I think what Gwylan's gonna do is turn, look at it, will attempt my bonus action. Consider if, assuming we are treating this again as another separate entity from.
It is another separate entity from its tentacles, yes.
Okay. So I need that wisdom insight.
I have a 17.
I'm gonna spend my determination
Okay.
to make that an 18.
Okay. So what do? You point at the thing?
Yeah. So basically, we'll point at it, and she's gonna declare they're gonna do something different than what she's actually gonna do, which is quick. We need to go. We need to get run away. So that's to deceive it, and then is going to move. I think she can make it back to the wheel.
Yep.
Yeah. And is going to spend her action prepping to turn and actually, yes, ram this thing.
All right.
Because she's telling it, we're fleeing.
Okay.
And yes.
All right, that sounds good. So piloting the ship.
Turn.
Okay. So at the beginning of next round, so what I'm going to do for map purposes, just for anybody who's watching the map, it's going to be very dynamic, but instead of moving a ship with hundreds of little tokens on it, I'm just going to kind of narrate, and we're just going to use this as kind of a rough estimate of like, oh, it's kind of over here. It's going to be more suggestive than specific, because we're basically in a car chase, and moving models around in a car chase is really a pain in the ass. So we're going to say that the ship is still moving now, that the waves are catching it, and you're kind of start to pilot it over. I want a piloting check from you.
And that should just be my proficiency plus my
Proficiency plus
proficiency
plus dex, because you're no longer held.
Dex. Yes. So that's a 23.
Okay, you're going to be in control of the vessel and begin kind of riding the waves up and repositioning around. All right, Forn, it is your turn, my friend. So the ship is beginning to move away, and it's kind of banking on some of the turns, kind of going in a wide circular arc around the side of the Kraken.
Okay, so she's trying to steer it away from the Kraken,
It seems like.
or you're going towards it.
Moving away at this point.
Shoot. And how is the fated rolls gonna work?
So if you want to pull a fated roll, you can do that once per proficiency bonus permanently. And what it does, it makes whatever you roll an auto hit at max damage. And if you hit, it's a crit.
How does that work if it's a saving attack?
If it's a saving attack, then fated roll has to be something that you're rolling.
Okay, so I can't use it for that. Okay.
For your breath weapon?
Yeah.
I think it's outside of the range of your breath weapon, but we'll look into that for future.
Let's outside if I move. Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to kind of move the Kraken
and
around to kind of show where the ship is.
And is there any tentacles still on the ship, or did it?
They were all destroyed.
You see them. Okay. So I'm going to move 30 feet across the ship.
Okay.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just gonna throw a dart at the dumb thing.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'm going to spend your something good happens to flip the offer for your guys' benefit.
And I missed. That's only a 7.
It's only a 7. Do you have anything that can help with that?
Nope.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 on the die.
All right. Hurling your dart, it is going to bounce off the beast's thick hide, and Deianera, it is your turn.
So, question: the advantage thing that Amy got is only on one attack? Or all?
You have advantage on attack
Oh, wait,
until my next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
wait, I had advantage.
you did have advantage on that.
Didn't matter. Never mind.
Okay.
Only roll a little.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use the offer to make 2 attacks?
Yes, second one will be a disadvantage.
Okay. I am going to bonus action,
Okay.
move my hunter's mark to the Kraken,
Okay.
and then I would like to call upon my fated roll to make them both a crit, if possible, or use one of them with advantage.
So it'll be on one of the rolls.
Okay. I would like to choose. Can I choose the one that had disadvantage on it?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So roll me your first attack.
That will be with advantage.
Yep. Watch you crit.
Yep.
Did you actually just crit? Did you?
I actually crit. I will send you a photo.
Okay. And roll for the second hit just to see if it hits.
Would be at disadvantage.
It's, well, no, because you have advantage on it, so it's flat.
Oh, so it's flat.
Yep.
I rolled a 12 for that one.
Total?
Plus
6.
7 is.
So that would be a hit, so that's 2 crits.
2 crits. And one of
So
them is
faded.
max damage.
So faded roll. I'm gonna mark this on your sheet then.
Yep.
Deianera has -1 fate. All right, you have 2 crits and narrative control. What do you do?
Okay, so for the crit, that's going to be a total of, it's 2d8s, so 16.
It's max
plus 12.
damage on the second crit.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's 2d8, so 16 plus 2d6 is 12, so 33 points on the second crit will be.
33 points.
Yep, that's max.
Okay.
And then the first one, ooh, that's a lot of 3s. 9, and then 4 is 13, plus 3 is 16. So 16 on the first, and 33 on the second.
Okay.
And how narrative control, Deianera is going to lodge 2 arrows at once into her long bow. She's going to aim it. Does it have eyes?
Oh, yes, it does.
Cool. So she's going to aim her crossbow, or not crossbow, her longbow, and she's going to fire it, and the 2 release the string, and for the faded roll, I'd like to say one of them hits an eye.
It's gonna blind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to blind the Kraken as she fires it with this glowing arrow, and you're going to see her call upon. Oh, which god did she have in the wiki? She worships
Soft
it's Soph, yeah.
or Akaris?
No, Soph. I
Okay.
looked on the wiki. Soph.
Okay.
So she's going to call upon Soph, and she's going to be like, Soph, guide these arrows into, make this strike true, so I may continue my path of the fates, and release the arrow.
All right,
And-
you will launch your arrows. Are you going to do a double fire, basically? Draw and...
Yep. Draw the
Your 2 arrows are going to arc out, sailing across the gap, and are going to slam into the Kraken's eyes, blinding it. And I think that is going to be your turn.
Yeah, the bird will make a ranged piton attack as well
Okay.
for the Stimfey.
All right, go ahead. It will have advantage.
All right.
And reminder that after Gwylan's turn comes up, everyone will still have advantage because this thing is blind.
13 plus 4.
I love that it has true sight, but now it's blinded.
Yep.
Whoops!
18 to hit.
18 is gonna be a hit.
Sweet. Then it takes 1d6 piercing from the pinion storm. That was 1. Yay.
All right.
So 1 piercing from the void.
Thank you. That makes my life easier because its hit points were you did.
Oh yeah.
You did 49
And I
damage,
got
and I did
a
50.
Nice. I got a natural crit on my thing. So
Oh,
can
that's
I
right.
give an inspiring?
Yeah. Who would you like to inspire?
I'm going to inspire Tyria.
Tyria. Okay. Next down in the initiative, we have the ship. The workers are going to make some wisdom plus ship rolls to try to keep the ship running, and are going to try to start activating some of the bilges. And they're going to do really well. That is a 19 and a 13 base. They are going to rush around trying to keep the ship up and running. and are going to start below deck, are going to start heaving and adjusting some of their oars, pushing as much as possible. Mystredo, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
That's a very good question. What do I want to do? I want to go home. She wants to go home right now. I got one spell and cantrips. That's what I'm down to. I got no weapons.
Deianera is very badly hurt, and Tyria is very badly hurt. Okay.
Okay. The healing touch does better, but healing word at least gets. I've got 60 feet range. I can get.
You are right next to Deianera, like you're 5 feet away.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go over to Deianera, and I am actually gonna touch her for the healing spell.
Okay, so that's going to be 1d8 plus your wisdom, please. I believe.
Oh, hang on. Let me.
Cure light wounds.
No, I'm gonna do cure wounds.
Yeah. Sorry, it's cure wounds, and that's not cure light wounds. I'm thinking my Pathfinder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that is a D8. Sorry, it doesn't say there. Come on, magic D8. 7.
7. So plus you have a +3 for your wisdom, right?
Oh, right, I do. Yeah, so 10.
So 10.
Watch 10 back.
All right.
Watch a 10 back.
Whew, I'm looking pretty good now. Pretty good.
Alrighty.
All right, so 10 points of damage healed. Inone is going to see, as you are kind of going around here, is going to kind of look at that and go, what do you want me to do? Blast it? Shit.
Yes?
Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
Eldritch Blast. Oh my god, thank you for that. I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20. Thanks to that advantage. I'm going to give the inspiration to... I rolled a 10 on damage. I rolled 2 10s on damage. That's 24 points of damage. This thing really is not having a good day. 24 points of damage are going to rip out and smash into it from the Eldritch Blast. I'm going to give my inspiration to Gwylan. And it is Tyria's turn. Tyria, what do you do?
Tyria would like to be a little bit less dead, so she's going to do Cure Wounds on herself. Oh, hey, I actually rolled an 8, so it's going to gain 10 hit points.
Nice.
I imagine that looks like a little health pack kind of thing. She just pulls out and shoves in her with a little dramatic needle because Artificer go burr. And then is going to mumble again how much he hates the sea and say, Mouse, fix the boat. Because Mouse can fix the boat.
Squeak, squeak! Alright, does Mouse have to roll to fix the boat?
Mouse
Oh my god.
has repair.
What?
And can restore 2d8 plus 2 hit points to itself, a construct, or an object within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
I imagine Mouse would have to go to where the damage is, so maybe he has to.
So the mouse is going to dive under.
Run down there to go try to help repair.
And the mouse doesn't have to breathe, so it can go down into the watery parts.
Exactly, yeah. I'm picturing like a little welding torch pops out of its mouth. It's like just doing little mouse things, squeaking.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
I need a metal cup for this. It just sounds like squeak, squeak. All right. Can you roll me your repair?
Sure.
And you know what?
So
double it.
5.
I'm gonna spend if something good happens to double it.
Plus 3.
I'm
okay,
out of
sure.
those.
So it's gonna be 16. Is the plus 2 doubled?
The plus, yeah, the whole thing will be doubled. It'll basically be like
So then
vulnerability.
20 is repair.
20 points of damage. Okay.
Let's go, Mouse.
All right, the ship is down to
Fast
312
little bee-boo.
points of damage. That's better.
I'm picturing Mouse just like as the ship's breaking apart, trying to hold it together with his little paws, like bap 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 bap, beep boop boop boop.
Beep boop 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 boop. All right.
That's great. We're all gonna die. Carry
All
on.
right. Top of the initiative. It is going to be the Kraken's turn. The Kraken is going to magically create 3 bolts of lightning. Oh no, it can't because it can't see. It literally says that I must see. So it's going to spend one action impotently throwing a bolt of lightning into the water near where the ship was in its rage. Then it is going to move. Oh, it's going to make a perception roll to try to locate where the ship is. It gets a nat 1 on its perception roll, and is going to thrash around in the water. Yeah, it can't find you at the moment. Holy crap! All right, Forn or Gwylan?
I don't got
Go
much
ahead.
besides throwing darts at it. I can't get any closer. I'll keep moving up along the ship. I'm moving out of 30 feet along the ship.
Move me closer. I want to hit it with my sword.
Wait, is it out of range for me now?
Yeah, it's definitely out of range for you now. The ship keeps moving. So the ship's been moving 120 feet. All right, so Gwylan, you're
You will
up.
just. Yep.
Oh, maybe I should have gone first then. Sorry. This is where we attempt to steer the ship heading directly towards it if we can.
Yes, you
We're
can.
gonna try and give it a really bad day.
Okay, you have advantage against it. The ship also is equipped with that nice little dragon head on the front of it, if you haven't noticed. Thank you
Oh,
to
I
our
haven't.
good friend Otheon for designing the map.
Yeah, we're gonna ram that right into it. So I'm just trying to pick. I grabbed a whole bunch of different dice because I'm sick of the ones that are just failing me horrendously. Okay.
Okay, so are you choosing to make this a fated roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this means that it will crit if you hit, and if you crit, it will be ridiculous. You will also gain
Yes.
narrative control, and I have to quickly look up the ramming rules for this. One moment.
Cool. I will roll.
Okay, you have advantage on this because it's blinded. And you are going to be rolling, your attack roll is 1d20 plus your proficiency plus dex. Your proficiency...
Not a crit, but it is. I did roll a 19.
You did roll a 19. Okay, so that is a crit then.
Oh.
Well, it's
Sorry, I didn't realize it was the 19s also were.
if you hit, you crit.
Right. You did just say that, and my brain just. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So that's like a 20 something to hit.
Okay, so ramming, I don't know if these are the specific rules for ramming ships. No, that is not. Someone just did a lot of extra naval combat rules, though. Oh, take the dash action with the ship, ramming speed, sure, I'll allow that. All right, do me a favor and roll me... The ship, roll me 3d12.
Wasn't it max?
And it's maxed because it's a fated roll. Okay. What's your sneak attack bonus? Plus 6?
Should be 2d6.
Okay, so that's going to be 48 points of damage right there from the boat.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're ramming a stationary object, it's tripled.
Oh, holy shit.
So that is 144 points of damage.
My God.
At least. Honestly, it's probably more. How much do you think? Okay, let's do the I want to get your opinion. The masthead on a ship, a ballista is 3d10. This is a pointed masthead at a ship being propelled.
Well, we're not moving as fast as a ballista.
No, but you're moving with a lot
Fine.
more inertia and displacement.
Yeah.
So that's the 3 times multiplier. What I will also say is that you're probably going at about you're going at 60 feet per round. So you're moving 10 feet a second. You know what? Let's do something stupid. How many so 10 feet a second. Then that will add an additional 36 damage to the base, equivalent to falling damage. So that is going to be 54, 84 points of damage base. So 84 times 3 is going to be 252 points of damage. You want to take over narrative control?
Sure. Okay.
I will say, it survives this
Okay.
in some way.
Okay. And it's sort of like it's like a kraken, like a big octopus.
It
type
is
thing
like
kind of
a
thing?
big octopus sea monster.
Okay, so I'm picturing as the last round occurred and Gwylan rapidly manages to do an impressive kind of pinhead turn to orient it into so it's facing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then just propels it forward with everything it's got and slams into it, the front of the ship, piercing through and splitting this thing in half.
Okay, you're basically going to like rip part of it in half.
I think so. I'm predicting that it probably it survives because
It's legendary and it's that big.
A legendary octopus thing.
Robin
So
in our
even if it
private
is
chat
just-
has calculated that you did 2.461 kilonewtons of damage or force damage to it,
Holy crap.
which is a lot of TNT.
Yeah. I'm just sort of picturing like the dragon head of this ship, just like the teeth just piercing in and like ripping through, and it probably makes a really horrible, horrible sound as it does it with blood all over the front of the ship, just like gushing over it in like it's going through a waterfall.
The entire ship is going to be drenched in blood as waves of it collide with you. And let's say, what's a good part of the Kraken's body to land on the ship and be taken as a souvenir? One of its teeth?
Yeah?
Okay. A giant fang the size of a sword snaps off and is going to embed itself in the side of the deck. And you are going to rip through it, and with a roar of pain, the Kraken is going to disappear beneath the waves to try to heal and survive. And with that, I think we're out of combat.
So just a further conversion. It's about 250 kilos of dynamite worth of damage.
Hitting someone with a boat like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I converted that the kilonewtons to tons of TNT. So it's 250 kilos of TNT worth
Holy
of
crap.
force.
That's beautiful. And we didn't even calculate the weight of this boat, which was also propelled by oars. And,
Yeah.
And there's a storm. Oh, this is so good. I love it. All right. With that, combat ends. And you all catch your breath on the deck of the ship. Did we just do that?
I think Gwylan's hands are like she's drenched in blood, holding onto the hand, like the wheel, and just like releases it very abruptly.
The captain's gonna grab onto the wheel and say, I think you've done enough. Good. I don't think we're ever going to get the smell off the Dragon's Den.
I am never going to board a ship again. I will
Ew.
construct some sort of suit and walk to the next island next time on the bottom of the sea. This is the
Can I go
worst.
with you?
Maybe.
You do realize the Kraken's at the bottom of the sea. That's
Yeah.
probably not a good
I
idea.
was going to say.
Okay, I
some
didn't realize that. Chris.
airship.
That's a good point.
And there's other things
Here.
at the bottom of the sea.
That was
Ugh.
Dirt. I
Slowly.
hope.
I
puts
don't
Bo
like
back on back.
boats.
Calls. Sophos, return.
it's going to land on your arm.
Yeah.
But can we get more than the 100 gold they promised us? Because that was bullshit.
I feel gross.
We survived.
Anyone wants calamari? Oh.
One of the tentacles is still like half laying on top of the deck.
Waste not,
Forn's
want
gonna
not.
grab it and start cooking it with his hands.
Nice.
I could eat.
Handy.
It's not toxic, is it?
Oh.
I don't know. Forn will take a bite of it.
Let me just check its stats real quick. It is not toxic as far as I can tell.
Right. Enough. See.
Well, tastes all right to me.
It's all yours.
As you kind of pull your mouth away for it, and it's going to be like covered in like ink. Honestly, though, you've had a Koken food. They use a lot of ink. So did like Ethonians. It's just, you know, when you got squid, you use squid.
So are we still sinking?
Yeah, how's the ship looking?
The ship is moving pretty well. The bilge pumps are working. The captain's going to call out and kind of like lean into this tube system that's right next to the deck. And status report. It's coming together down here. There's this weird metal mouse that's nailing the ship back together.
Tell him he is a good boy.
You are a good boy, the captain will say. And you'll hear, speak, speak.
How far away are we?
We should be there by morning. Go rest in my stateroom. You have deserved it.
Also,
Yeah, we're
break
not-
out the wine.
Like I said, go to my stateroom, the captain says. There are several barrels inside of there. Help yourselves. And that goes for the rest of the crew as well. Once we get the ship sailing straight, double rations, double portions.
Well, we're gonna be gross and sticky for the next however long, because
Yup.
definitely ain't enough water to clean this up.
I mean, I've got this, and Inone is going to, like, just kind of touch herself, and, like, all of the ink and blood is going to go off of her.
You got any of
If I
that to
give you-
spare?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can I give you some of my brushes if you like do that while massaging my coat? That would be really nice. My flanks are quite dirty.
Sure.
Oh, I can help you out with that.
Can I clean myself with mending? Does
No.
that help?
Do you have prestidigitation?
No.
Inone is going to walk through just booping people on the nose and prestidigitating them.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Thank God.
Thank you.
As you do, there's this kind of like strange, like sleepy feeling that washes over you, kind of like one of your limbs kind of goes to sleep. It's just gonna tingle for a minute as the magic flows over you. There you go.
Sleep so
All good. Let's go get that wine.
Yeah. Yeah, wine, some drinks.
Some drinks, some food.
Help pamper the princess? Sure, let's do it.
good.
So, do you all head?
Sounds good to me. How much wine do we have?
He said several barrels.
Better
so-
be enough.
He's not gonna have any when we're done.
Oh no. He said enjoy, so That was unfortunately his mistake, our game.
You know, enjoy, drink to forget. It all works the same. I'm
Absolutely open invitation as far as I'm concerned. Let's go.
Yep.
So you head into the stateroom where there are, in fact, quite a few barrels of Arkosian red. A nice, it's a blend, but damned if it isn't potent, damned if it isn't sweet, and damned if it isn't going to leave you with a little bit of a hangover in the morning, just to know that you've drank enough.
Deianera will take one of the barrels, put it on her back, walk back out to the crew, and just put it on the deck for them to enjoy, and then just walk back into the stateroom.
That's fair.
There are quite a few places around the stateroom where you can find a good place to sit. A nice chaise lounge. There is a California king-sized bed attached to the ground, bolted in. Big enough that Deianera could actually even lay on it next to someone else. But there are also, the floor is covered in cushions. It is quite posh. It looks like there are a lot of gatherings of many consenting people in this room, often.
Nice. Deianera probably just, sit down on the cushions then.
All right. Inone is going to pour herself a drink as well and start handing out as she drinks. She's basically going to do the thing where she drinks while she's filling another cup and then swaps out, hands over, keeps doing the rotating drink.
Yeah, I'll grab a glass and fill it. Mystredo's gonna have a big drink, and she might even let the snakes have some.
All right.
Delicious.
Cheers.
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 This.
We lived.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to make a
Really?
great poem.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that has bite.
100 gold to defeat a Kraken.
That seems
No, it was 100 gold to get
hardly worth it.
to the island. They didn't say
Yeah.
anything about
Not enough.
Kraken. Yeah,
That was not enough money for all that.
yeah.
No.
We need some hazard pay.
Hazard pay for sure. Nobody said Kraken.
Yeah.
What was the deal with the other ships?
Yeah, I
Right?
thought pirates wouldn't dare to.
I think the captain said nothing could catch us.
Yes.
Well,
Well-
I don't think they were expecting Captain Goldbeard.
Do you?
No shit. That was Goldbeard?
That was Goldbeard. At least the second ship was. I have no idea who the first ship was.
I think
but-
it was one tusk. He had one tusk.
You know? Captain
Well, I was gonna try and see if
Goldbeard?
that rings any bells.
You can make me a history roll to see if you could know anything.
Dirty 20 to remember, thanks to the booze.
The only two. I will tell you that looking at this, the only place that One Tusk and Goldbeard both frequent, a Dirty 20. Thinking about the geopolitical situation here and where things are located, you think that they were they probably weren't doing piracy work. They were probably doing privateer work. This looked like a hit, especially because these are two people who don't work together usually. Which means that they were probably only working together because they were being paid to. And the only person from the direction they were coming from and from the direction that they operate would probably be Tantalos, and probably be the royal house, probably Queen Agalme. Pardon me, Algame.
Oh. Yeah, no, they weren't doing. That was not a piracy hit. That was a hired hit.
Okay.
What?
So they were trying to kill us, is what you're saying. Hired to kill
Or
us.
Sink us for sure.
basically, yeah. It's
Why us? I mean, because we're lucky?
Um,
Don't
ultimately,
want-
yes.
Oh, okay.
Us,
The
because the
wedding?
Fates wanted us to be involved, apparently.
Yes.
But
Something with the wedding?
that's my guess.
So they really want to spoil this wedding.
Well,
Yes.
probably hired by Queen Elgame if they came from Tantalos. They don't usually spend much time around each other, so if they're both doing it, then it have to be somewhere they have in common.
And so the Kraken was
I
just
think I
really
guess-
unfortunate for us then.
Oh, absolutely. Unless they somehow managed to hire a Kraken, which
Can you imagine, though? That would be
Or
great.
Attract it.
Deianera, you have a question, Robin.
Probably quite expensive.
As part of the
Tantalus League?
Tantalosian League, would I be able to maybe roll a history check of why that
Sure.
maybe Queen Algame may want?
Oh, totally. Anybody can make that roll if they like, but you totally can. I'll give, if you're from the Tantalus League, I'll give you advantage on the roll, though.
Yeah.
And a reminder, the Tantalos League is Tistame, Tantalos, Mystagos, and Ceresia.
Not me.
History, dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably because, given the geopolitical situation here, if Petia marries into Castellos' line, basically, if those two islands join, and if Petia leaves, they are the Pythian League, then it's going to cut out a major trade route, and basically it makes it impossible for the Tantalus League to do any type of trade with Emrys or southern areas. It also means that suddenly they'd be outnumbered. They'd be 4-4. And that would not be great.
I'm guessing she wants to disrupt the wedding for...
That would be even worse for Crassus, actually.
Yep. Probably.
For the political system there. They'd cut off trade routes. If they joined, they could potentially be cut off from Emrys.
Yeah.
And
No one
south.
gets married for love anymore. Just sad state of things.
Don't I know it?
None of you are married, right?
Not yet.
No,
Me?
not
Married?
No.
Oh, heck no.
Wait, you said yet. Are you planning to get married soon, Princess?
No.
I kind of have to.
Oh.
But you have
Though
someone
I'm
picked out already?
going to propose to someone that I probably won't get approved, but
Why not?
I do. Because it's not for, as we've all been discussing, for political reasons. I actually like someone. And you may want, and she's not rich or famous
So even
or
as
has
royalty,
power.
you still need parental approval. No.
Yes, from the chief, from the chieftain of my tribe, which I'm supposed to be taking over at some point. But until then, all marriages have to be approval, and there's another tribe of male centaurs on another island that wants to potentially, align forces. But he's a jerk, and I don't like him.
Yep. All nobles, you're all puppets to the system.
Exactly.
I want
Ain't
nothing to
that
do
the
with it.
truth?
Amen. So how are you going? Are you going to adopt then if you do marry your sweetheart? How does that work with royal weddings? I guess you could use magic to conceive. Because you want to make more horse people, right?
Yes.
Wait, how? Are you from like a tribe of all women?
Yes.
But then how do you... Magic?
We ask the gods, yes.
Oh, so you just come out of the mist. That makes sense.
No. We ask the gods for gifts. And
Like money?
it could be children, and Well, then, like money usually, but it's you don't ever get money from the gods.
I always
Get-
thought that centaurs just sprang from the foam of a waterfall.
Oh, that's what we tell people.
Huh. Quick note, my Greek and Roman history degree here, that's actually one of the places that they were thought to spring from.
Amazing! I figured that was
Nice.
probably
Yeah.
accurate, which
Well,
is why I'm like, that's what we tell people.
It was myth before animal husbandry was really figured out. A lot of people assumed that animals kind of just came out of mist, like they just
Ta-da!
All right.
makes sense.
Good old spontaneous generation.
Spontaneous generation.
But anyway, no one else is married, engaged, proposed.
No, this is my first time away from Gargo.
Oh yeah, sorry about being really rude to you before. I've heard some bad stories about Gorgons, and I didn't want to. I like being stoned, but not like that.
It's okay. I don't think I can do it yet. I
Oh,
mean, I tried, but
oh, honey, you'll learn.
no.
Wait, am I supposed to be encouraging this?
I mean,
I mean, it could be
it's not
helpful in the
something that
future, so
happens-
maybe?
Well, but it's not something that, happens all the time. That's it. That's the myth. We have to actually cause it to happen.
Yes, you don't.
It's-
You don't have to wear like shaded
No.
glass, so we can't make eye contact
No,
with you.
no.
Wait, so okay, interesting.
So, this might be insensitive. Do you, if at any time you can choose to look at someone and do whatever it is you do, is it considered rude to look people in the eyes? Or is that just something that every time you're taking a chance that in case, like, if someone's particularly pissed off at you, it's like, oh, this time they might actually turn me to stone?
Well, I would hope it doesn't happen by accident.
No, I wouldn't think by accident, but if someone's decided like, oh, this is the time, like, is that just something that's accepted because it's something you can do, or is that part of your culture now?
Is that
You
like
don't
kind of a
look people in the
funerary
eye.
rite? Because then you'd be able to save on burials, and you'd be able to make a garden nicer.
Exactly.
Are
As long
your
as they weren't
natural enemies
screaming
gnomes?
Or
What's a
is that
gnome?
the origin of garden
Damn
gnomes?
right, garden gnomes. That's what I was thinking too.
Oh my god.
Right?
I've never met any.
Oh, they're short guys, vibrant hair, big eyes. They look like kids.
Oh, well, no.
But not to be
Beard?
confused with halflings.
No. Halflings just look like small people.
Right. I have heard of those.
Yeah, their heads are much smaller. Well, I mean, I think we have some halflings on board upstairs. Somewhere.
Yes, I think so.
Wait, so this is your first time away from an island full of
Yes.
misfits? We'll go with misfits.
I guess that's what you'd say, and we are, loners. We've not really been accepted in a lot of places. I like to think that we're just misunderstood,
Okay.
mostly because people think that, if they look at us, we'll turn them to stone, and that's not how it works. It's just
I mean, now that I get a good look at you, I can see why people would think about getting... Never mind.
put the hood back on. It seems to be a little distracting.
I'm gonna make a very
people.
smug face.
Yeah.
Two of the snakes are going to reach
Why?
forward, bite the
In a
hood, and
cup
pull
that
it
feels
up.
a bit too small.
Yeah, stop it. Oh, come on. You guys need to go.
I'm trying to help just a
You
bit.
guys need.
You want it off,
I know,
right?
You guys.
Tug, tug.
Well, you guys, you can just sleep a little bit. Like I'm tucking you in.
Maybe I'm part Gorgon. I sometimes hear that I help guys turn to stone.
Is that so?
I think that's something else.
If I have to hear another joke about rock, like making guys rock hard,
Fine,
it
fine.
was funny the first 10 times. Now it's a little old.
Yeah,
Just
fair.
follow
I
us.
get
Woman.
it.
Very comfortable either.
What about you then? Are you like a dungeon minotaur?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I thought they
Third
phased
grade
out the-
repair technician of the tomb of Zenos.
Oh.
An ancient hero. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Anybody who wants to make
No.
me a history roll can find out what they know about Zenos. Oh, damn. Well, you know they got a
Nothing
27.
for-
13.
So Zenos
No,
was an ancient hero whose stories involved basically going into the Feywild and feel free to fill in extra stories, Millie, if you want. But in my mind, Zenos was one of those ones who went on these adventures in the Feywild, ended up like tricking the tricksters.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely kind of like a Jack and the Beanstalk type of character, but with a little more flair.
Yeah. Oh, lots of flair and a very dramatic rapier.
A very dramatic rapier. So yeah. So you work in his tomb.
I guard it.
Do you work?
For generations.
Are there like skeletons walking around?
Do you get paid?
Goodness, no. I hope not. Ugh. Ugh. Don't even say that. It's disgusting.
Do you have problems with the undead, I take it?
So long as they are distant, I have no complaints.
You know what I hate about skeletons? It's how they move,
What?
right? Like you expect them to move like a normal thing, right? But then they move like in this really jerky like way, right?
All at once.
All at once, right? Like it's like you're blinking really rapidly and they're just kind of, it's weird. It's creepy.
I
Forn's
was attacked
awkwardly
by them
drinking.
as a calf.
Can I make an insight check on Forn?
Yeah, please do. But also, I love the idea of everyone being freaked out by skeletons because in Arkos they move via stop motion, like the old Clash of the Titans. Just like
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
So I have a passive insight 16 on Forn there, so I think she can at the corner
make
she
me
can
a
rank
deception roll, Forn.
And then
Oh,
that's
no.
a
Okay, hold up.
17 on insight for Deianera.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's
if we're
actually
talking misfits, just come sit with me in the corner. You can chat with the snakes.
So I rolled a 19 for a 17.
Oh,
We tied.
okay. So
Tied.
Deianera, you think that Forn probably doesn't like skeletons.
Oh,
He
okay.
probably doesn't like the undead. Like, it's
Yeah.
honestly, who really does, except for cultists of Crasius, but that's a different campaign that's coming later.
So, Forn. Thorn? Forn.
Thorn.
It's
It's
Forn,
Thorn,
right?
right?
That's Forn.
Forn?
Forn?
Forn. Well, I guess it
Forn.
does rhyme with thorn, but yeah, anyway.
We can call you Thorny Forn.
Yeah, that's absolutely something we could call him. So you're from Emery's, you said? Yeah, how's that?
Yeah.
How's that for you? What you just out of curiosity, what do you do there?
Work for them
Yeah.
and then, occasionally screw over the nobles here and there.
Oh,
If I get
Yeah,
the opportunity.
Yeah. Conquered any new regions lately?
Wait, what?
What?
Hmm?
I mean, conquer new I'm
Armies.
not part of their army.
No? Oh. Oh, okay.
No, I'm a mercenary for hire. Yes, they do hire me. Yes, I do screw them over. I help them occasionally if they
Why
pay
did they-
enough, but
why do they hire you if you screw them over?
Maybe
they don't know
yeah.
I screwed them over.
Oh, okay,
yet.
okay. Are you gonna screw us over?
We
Everyone's
have
No, no,
observed
I like
him.
you all.
Okay, don't screw over this king while we're working for him still then. Like, wait till we're on the way out. I'd hate to go to jail for something you did.
Yeah, after we get the gold and then are on the ship away. Or airship. I'm really hoping airship. There's airships in Emery's, right?
Mhm.
Do you know how to fly?
Dude, do you know how to fly on your ship? Forn. Hey.
What?
Do Do you know how to fly
Yeah.
an airship?
Fly one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does he know how to
I'm
fly
racist.
one?
all about skyships. I thought, at least recently.
No. I usually sneak on those.
Man.
Ability.
Do you,
Oh, I gotta get on one of those one day.
right? That would be great. I hope there are no sky krakens.
I think those are just
Can you
called.
imagine?
Wouldn't those just be called dragons?
Oh yeah.
Even
guess they would be.
worse, a skeleton.
Yeah,
Oh no. Flying skeletons.
Little wings. Ugh.
Ugh.
Airship sounds fascinating, though. Would love to try one.
Right.
Yes.
Never seen them
Feel
from the
like there's
distance. Never for a good
less
reason.
chance.
The sky is still relatively new to me, so going in it sounds neat.
so you don't really get out of the labyrinth very much then, huh?
Yeah, I thought they
Oh,
automated
no.
all those. I'm surprised you're still.
They're certainly trying.
Hmm.
An ongoing economic problem leading to a significant plight and an uncertain future for my entire people. But yes, they're certainly trying to automate it.
I mean, isn't that
Right.
more stable though? I mean, because then can't you just like repair stuff and
It's what I am trained to do.
can they
Well,
make?
who maintains the automation? Oh.
So
However, it takes fewer of us to maintain the automations than it does to guard infinite labyrinthine tombs.
Got it.
It's not as if we're paid anymore.
Wait, you're not paid.
You?
you're not paid?
They don't pay you for that work.
No, we're paid. We're not paid any more than we were before.
Oh.
And of course, most of our supplies are through, a labyrinthine store, so we get special currency. Ugh.
What rhymes with?
You might want to be
woe?
careful. They might try to start paying you less.
Have you unionized?
No,
You may want to look into that.
it's hard to do. We're a little bit separated by family units typically.
Probably how they got their foot in the door in the first place to start changing things.
Do you
Well,
like it?
I get to be out here exploring new
Wide dark ocean
horizons.
where the seas
New
are
word.
vast. Okay.
I have a little booklet. It's very cute. Surface words.
Surface words.
Is it? Oop, did you folks publish that, or was it from the what are they, the Durgar or the Drow?
Oh, I bought it on the first ship. A very nice gnome sold it to me.
Okay,
Interesting.
guess there's quite a bit of a difference, then, isn't there?
You're going to hear a
Hard to
knock
say.
on the door to the captain's cabin. A scratchy voice will
Hello?
go through. Cobalt!
Come in.
Kobolds.
Door locked!
You lock the door.
Someone else someone else.
I'll
get
get the door.
time.
I'll get the door.
Get it.
Gwylan
It's the production for me to get up.
it's like that that full body like motion to get
Yep.
from like sitting to standing, where you're not just standing up, you're like pitching yourself forward.
Yep.
That's what Gwylan does, and like trips over some pillows or something on the ground, possibly part of Deianera's like leg or tail, and then goes and like hops on one foot and opens the door.
All right, as you do, a giant tooth is going to push through the door, almost stabbing you in the leg.
Whoa! Watch it!
Door open! Door open! Door open! Stop!
Yeah, door open! You asked us. You said door locked. Now door locked, not locked.
Nah. Like, okay,
Why is there a tooth?
present.
Okay, what do we do with it?
I don't know. The 3 kobolds will walk in carrying this tooth that's roughly the size of a greatsword.
Maybe give it as a wedding present? I don't know.
Captain said
That
your
could be
present.
good.
Oh, our present.
It's made of Kraken.
Well, I sort of think we earned it ourselves, given that we
Where you want?
caused it.
Down there?
Or yeah, in that corner there? I don't think there's anything important there.
Okay. Up,
Just like a bunch of documents, just like push those over.
Forn, this kind of, I mean, if you want to, it looks almost like a greatsword size. Can you wield that, Forn?
Widow.
Not
Do
my
we need a
preferred
hilt?
method. He's gonna start flickering elements in his hand.
Right.
I prefer hand-to-hand
Tyria,
combat.
You have a hammer.
Hmm?
Got rid of a hammer.
Would- I'm just
Maybe a couple things
wondering
out
if
of
we could turn this tooth into a weapon of some sort.
Oh, I don't see why not. I could certainly fashion a hilt.
But
In
can you
time.
wield?
Sure. I do prefer to crush things, though. It's very
Can anybody
satisfying.
lift
Sometimes they do a
this?
little splat.
I mean,
Beautiful.
I can. I'm quite strong.
Well, then
but,
just don't use the wide end, not the pointy end, and turn it into a hammer.
Yeah, there we go.
Use whatever's left to make a couple daggers, maybe.
Could probably sell it as well, right?
There's the sound
True.
of breaking glass over by the captain's desk. And you can see one kobold has just kind of like one-handedly pushed a snow globe off of it onto the ground like a cat. And it's shattered. Making space. And they slowly put it on the desk.
Sure.
Wine?
Yes.
Wine.
Wine,
Well, off
wine.
The kobolds.
They're all going
wine.
to start going, wine, 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 wine.
Here, little one, have some wine.
Ah! Hospitality. 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 They're going to start like,
Hospitality.
they're going to
I
start
did
drinking.
also
the wine.
leave a barrel out there for you guys too, if you want to bring more to the other crew.
Nah.
But,
Line.
all right. You're smart. Came
Mhm.
to the
Yeah.
the lesson.
Kobold smart. Human stupid.
This is very true. We're idiots.
I
That
resemble
we
that
are.
remark.
What makes us fun and unpredictable?
Also, bread, dried meats. You guys want to
Mm.
pop a squat down?
Squat. Mm.
Yeah.
Meat. No carbs.
Okay.
Watching waistline.
But you look so trim.
Carb-free kobolds.
Because no eat carbs.
Yeah, I'm never giving that up.
Koboldgenic
Don't-
diet.
then make sure you don't drink.
No, wine's okay. Good carbs.
No, but ale. Ale is not.
No,
That's lots of carb.
wine, not ale.
Yeah,
Wine.
that's true. Oh, dude, is there rum anywhere?
Yeah,
All right.
and
Could you bring
brandy.
me wine, rum,
And
change
schnapps.
it to rum. Rum, please. Do you know where it is?
You have meat?
I have meat,
I have rum.
and we have ourselves a trade.
He'll reach into one of his pouches and pull out a canteen full of very dark, kind of candy caramel colored rum.
Hands over some like dried jerky.
He'll start kind of like sawing through it with his teeth.
Centaurs prefer rum, and she'll open the canteen and just start drinking the rum.
Ooh. Well, humans prefer sleep, I think. This has been a very fun day for me, but, cheers to each of you. What do your names rhyme with? Mystredo, Alfredo. Forn's pretty obvious. Tyria, Tyria.
Hysteria.
Hysteria.
That's not quite
Minotaur's easier than Tyria. Minotaur.
Cool guitar.
Cool guitar. That's what I was thinking.
Deianera?
Twink, twink.
Deianera?
Deianera, Deifara, wherever you are. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Big fan of Gwylan. Yeah. The wine dark sea, where the sea is vast, a crew of sailors set forth, bold, steadfast. Ship beauty with its sails unfurled, sought adventure to conquer the world. Yeah, that's a good start. That's in the moonlit night, Kraken rose, thunderous might, massive form, horrifying sight. Scales gleamed the stormy haze, wrath revealed, fearsome blaze. Yeah, it's coming together. The crew. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to take a nap on the bed. Anybody who wants to stay with me, reminder I'm not married.
I think we'll establish
Noted.
we're all not married right now.
And this is about to be a
Sounds like we're
very
all the
fun
single-
night.
All the single adventurers.
All the single being, yeah. All the single heroes, all the singles heroes.
Mystredo's falling asleep on the chaise lounge.
Someone's a lightweight.
Isn't that a hit from Trionsec? I don't remember how
Yeah,
it goes.
but I mean, who likes to listen to the oldies? She hasn't been popular in like decades.
It's classical.
Yeah, I guess.
It is
Yeah.
a throwback hit.
Yeah, the stuff my
Throwing it
mom
back.
listened to. I assume.
Definitely the stuff my mom listened to.
You actually had a mom?
I grew
How was
up on
that?
Huh?
How was that?
Which part?
Having a mom.
Oh, it's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Don't have a dad though. That part sucks.
I mean, I assume you probably did. Unless you
At one point.
you prayed to the centaur gods.
Yeah. No.
Are you part centaur?
No centaurs at home.
Maybe
don't
you're
think so.
maybe you're half centaur. Maybe you're like you get the top half and the bottom half, but they were both human.
That's not
That'd be
how it
very-
Are you sure that's not how it
complicated.
works? If you get two centaurs together, because then you're half horse, half human, right?
What if a centaur and a mermaid get together?
Oh boy! And it's just some guy named Chet. One day we're
A
gonna.
deeply unfortunate fish.
Oh!
Opens the book. A seahorse. I read about these.
Oh.
don't think so. But maybe, I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Are hippocampi even real here? Are they still myth? If anywhere, they'd be here. I only heard about them in tales. Yeah, okay. I'm budge over. I need to sleep.
All right, and with that,
Oh, I'm going to just lay down on these pillows.
all right, you all lay down, take a bit of time to yourselves to rest up, and as you do, I think that you should all be very, very happy to be level 4.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
And
Shoo,
at this
me, me, me.
point, I'm multi-classing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nice.
so I'll have to
We are
put that on your.
immediately multi-classing.
So multi-class into sorcerer.
Ooh.
Okay, I will put that
Yep.
on your next overlay.
And I might need to touch base about a thing for my
Please do.
archetype.
That sounds fantastic. We'll do that after game today. But in the meanwhile, everybody we'll worry about your stat increases in a bit. Just go ahead and roll your hit dice right now.
Okay. What do I forgot
Or
what
we can
it
wait to the
is.
end of game just knowing that you're level 4. Your call.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just
Remember, ones
double-checking
and
what
ones
new
and
hit
twos are
dice is
rerolls.
for Sorcerers.
Sorcerer is a D6.
Oh, I roll a 1. I rolled another 1.
I rolled a 3.
All right.
Still-
Rolled a
11.
4, so that's 3 more hit points for me.
You rolled a what? Oh, because you have -1. All right.
4. We.
What'd you roll, Robin?
I rolled a 7 plus my con is
Okay.
10.
Mystredo, what'd you roll?
5.
All right, that's pretty solid. Tyria?
Yep.
I've already put the math into the sheet, and I don't remember what I rolled. I think I rolled a 7,
Okay, that's pretty good.
a D8. No,
Yeah.
a 6.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. And, oh yeah, I guess I should probably roll for girly girl. Wait, are warlocks D6 or D8? I can never remember because I never played them.
D8.
38?
D8s.
Yay, that extra couple hit points. Oh, she rolled 8.
Officer.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay. Because I'm using my special dice that always roll high now. The next morning, you are awakened by a bellow from deck. Land! And sure enough, the sun is coming in through the windows of the captain's cabin. You've had a very calm and relaxing night. You've all healed up to full hit points from the rest. And as you take a look outside, you can see that these bounding reefs jutting out of the water, almost like they want to grasp the side of your ship, are there. You've made it to the edge of Castellos, and beyond the reefs and foaming waves, you see a city stretching. Bright, brilliantly painted houses, spiraling upwards, golds, reds, purples, yellows, just reaching up skyward. The captain is going to knock on the side of of his door. Are you decent? And have you seen my kobolds?
Well, they're with us. Oh, they're so cute when they're sleeping.
One of them like opens his eyes when you say that and does the little third eyelid thing at you. Hmm? Oh. Late for work.
Yeah, your boss is calling you.
Yeah, Cap there. He's gonna set it next to you and walk off like a coin. Kind of drunkenly stumble toward the door. The other kobold's going to stand up and go, ugh, and he's going to take the coin that that his friend just set down and pocket it. And they're going to walk off as the captain opens the door. We should be arriving into port very shortly. The 6 of you have priority exit, as well as transport up to the palace. Someone should be meeting you at the docks. I want to thank you for all of your hard work. I hope that giving you that trinket is somewhat helpful. But in the meanwhile, if you ever need another ship, the Dragon's Dare is always willing to give you a hand. You will always be a friend of this ship, and a friend of me.
Thank you. Your hospitality has been great.
Going to give a giant meaty handshake. Captain Cooey, thank you.
It's been an honor. I'm sad that we did not get to sit and drink together and discuss some of the wonders of where each of you come from.
We did a little bit of that down here. My head is buzzing.
Yeah. Perhaps next time we can sit and talk a bit more. We should be
Look
pulling into
forward
dock
to
in... As do I. We should be pulling into dock in the next moment. But, on behalf of the Dragon's Den, I want to thank each of you. Tyria, he'll reach out a hand to shake your hand.
Business. She wants a business, you know.
And he'll go around and give each of you a clasped handshake. And we'll walk over to Forn and do the same after Deianera and Gwylan and Inone and Mystredo. And Forn, do you shake his hand?
Yep.
Okay. As he shakes your hand, he'll kind of give you a bit of a smile, and you'll feel something in your palm. And he'll just nod and take a step away. In your hand, you have a small note that's been folded in on itself till it's about the size of a gold coin.
He'll turn around, kind of throw up his mask, and start reading the note.
It is written in a koken, and says, "She is watching. Make the wedding happen."
Yeah, Forn will just start muttering curses in Draconic. Yeah, I know you're fucking watching.
All right, the captain will leave you, and with that, it will begin to sail into dock. Is anybody wanting to do anything as the ship is docking, or are you just heading straight into dock and getting ready to depart?
Let me mostly just go watch, because this is a new fancy and very pretty place.
It is quite
Just
striking.
in front.
Yeah, watch the docking and see what the port looks like.
It is absolutely stunning. The Castellos is very mountainous, as is much of Arkos. And here you can see that the buildings are kind of built atop each other, in a very Grecian style, but in also very much like the way that Minas Tirith is. Just the way that it's like these roads that spiral and curl around. And it's like it's built to be a natural defensive structure, while at the same time also just shows off as a gem. At the top of the hill, a palace glitters in gold and ivory. It looks massive, with huge open swaths. There are ancient temples around the way that you can see are, well, committed to a couple of gods that you might notice. Can anybody make me a religion roll as you're sailing in?
Okay. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 25, okay.
I rolled a 2.
Nice.
I rolled a 2 for a 3.
Okay, Mystredo?
7.
7. Okay. As you head in, Deianera, you are actually going to notice that there is what appears to be, and you are only going to recognize that I have no idea how you're going to see through this, but it looks like a common god temple, like a public, like any god can come to this temple. It is just for all good aligned or friendly aligned gods. But you are going to notice some graffiti on the side that reveals it to probably actually be a temple of Zenos, the god of trickery.
Ooh, do you think it's maybe the graffiti's in Sylvan or something?
Yeah, it's definitely in
Very
Sylvan.
safe. Yeah, so she can read Sylvan. So she probably notices that graffiti and is like, interesting.
And the dock is going to meet the ship. And you can see some people aboard are going to cheer as you walk on deck. As you are there, the two young children with their mother, the painter, are going to rush up to you and give each of you a broad, smiling hug.
Aw.
They wanted to come out and thank you personally, the mother says. Then I suppose I'll be seeing you at the wedding.
safe travels.
Not far now.
Be good next time when you play tag.
I imagine they look forward to it, right, kids?
Yeah.
The gangplank will be lowered to the dock as the sailors tether the ship in. And as that occurs, the captain will say, "You should have someone approaching to give you..." And then he kind of goes a little pale as he looks over onto the dock, where you will hear some horns echo out over the dock, and you will see a contingent of myrmidons. 30
Was
of them.
that for us?
Full helms bristled along the way, long dreadlocked hair dangling over their bronze armor as they march, flanking an immense man, big, curling, rolling salt and pepper beard, breastplate that glitters with gold and silver, slight gut, but he's more just like a husky build, like a really big dude, big furry arms jutting out from beneath his toga, a wrap of red dangling down across his girth, a massive sword dangling from the side of his waist, flanked by a small... Mystredo, this is your first gnome that you've ever met. A small gnomish valet dressed in a toga follows alongside, quickly going as quickly as he can, and the immense man will walk forward, flanked by the myrmidons,
Boy.
and will look up at the ship and smile broadly. "Greetings! Welcome! Welcome, my friends, to Castelos. I am King Manos. Come, let me get a good look at you."
I think Gwylan steps forward and goes to like off to shake a hand, like thank you for the welcome, kind of like very just
Sure.
kind of trying to match the energy as much as she can.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Ooh.
How you doing?
That's a 12.
12? He'll kind of look you up and
Yeah.
down and smile and go, "On Castelos, we hug."
Ah. My
He'll give
bad.
you a
course.
big meaty squeeze. You
And
smell
can
like
I-
Kraken.
Yes, we ran into a Kraken. And can I do something?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to just check in with this to see if this is okay, because it seems like dramatically hilarious. Because so my sorcerer, I have a first level sorcerer,
Yep.
which means I have cantrips.
Okay.
Can I cast Shocking Grasp by accident? Because I've never cast anything before and
Yes.
I've never had magic before.
Yes.
And we're making contact. So Shocking Grasp.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend a hurt them more at the same time.
Okay.
So how much damage?
Right.
How much damage do you do?
So I think because we're making contact, I probably don't have to make a spell attack, do
Nope.
I? Okay.
So what's the damage? So it's a D8.
It's a D8. Oh fuck! I rolled a 7.
I rolled an 8. So there, you're going to give him a hug, and there's going to be a Zort, and both of you, you're going to take 8 points of damage. He's going to take 7. And the myrmidons are going to step forward and with their spears up.
Whoa! What was that? What was that?
That was shocking.
Oh, very. I'm sizzling. Oh my hair! Oh gosh, my hair's all.
You. Yes, there is something between us, I can tell. This electricity.
Okay.
That's new.
Deianera probably has the tooth of the Kraken on her back because she can transport it pretty easily. So she'll disembark the ship and be like, "Yes, we smell like Kraken because we We fought a Kraken on our way here.
Excellent, excellent work. Keeping the Kraken away from the Black Trench. Is he dead? Did you kill it? Are there more fangs? I would love to buy one of those for my wall.
Kind of smashed a ship through it, but I don't know. Krakens are tough.
Yes, they are.
Sir, the gnome will say, perhaps no more hugging for today?
He coughs a bit of smoke out. Yes, you could be right.
Oh, Tyria will look like distinctly disappointed.
Hey, I cannot not hug the cute cowgirl.
Aww.
Oh, you're...
Scrunch.
You're very big.
Delighted to meet more people who hug. It's really
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes. Oh, you're very strong.
Especially large people.
Yes, you're very big. You're very strong.
Truly a delight to meet you, Sir, Your Majesty, King Man.
Manos. King Manos of Castelos.
Manos.
And you are here to see my daughter get married. Look at this.
Truly an honor.
Each of you is here. Huh. How delightful. 6 for the price of 5. You can't beat that deal. Thank you, Fates. To think, you're coming at a discount. I will not look a gift Fate in the mouth.
Yeah, about
We
that
had a
discount.
discount.
We would like hazard pay for fighting Kraken. We were not prepared. or
I
told
think-
about potential
I
Kraken.
think something.
And privateers.
I think something could be arranged. Come. We must get you to the palace. We must get you relaxing. This is my valet. He is your valet. As long as you need him. Say hello.
Hello, I'm Ylos. I am your valet, and if there's anything that I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Ylos is a gnome, about 3 feet tall, with very, very curly, kind of gray-brown hair. He looks kind of perpetually youthful with big, like purple irises, with like, blue irises with purple rings around them, and big, bright dimples that kind of put him. Honestly, he kind of looks like a shrunk version of Martin Sheen from not Happy Endings, of Good Omens. But that kind of like perpetually boyish look, dressed in a toga with a big, broad bull belt buckle.
So if you would please come with me, we have you staying in some particularly lovely quarters today.
Only the best for the guests that'll bring in good luck to my daughter's wedding, eh?
Yes, yes indeed. Please come with me. Follow me.
He leads you up along in to the palace. It's quite a long walk the entire way. There's bits of conversation. Manos just kind of telling stories as you walk. You are from Karasis. I remember the tomb of Zenos. Yes, I once had a love affair with Zenos' great granddaughter. Oh, she was quite a ripe woman of 62. I was a young boy of 17. It was very romantic. During my early years.
That does sound like a relative of Zenos.
Yes, right? Yeah. Good eyes, though. Good hands. Very good at massage. And let's see. Centaurs. You're with the Ippodynami? Huh?
Yes.
There was once, about maybe 20 years ago, I traveled to Ippodynami and entered a drinking contest. Oh, it was quite a scene. For one, I went to Ippodynami. The Ippodynami there on Antistame wanted to string me up. They said no man could be here. So I challenged them. I said, if I can outdrink you, maybe you'll not kill me? Maybe we just be friends. So I met this woman with this centaurus. What was her name? Agaria. She was the chosen warrior of her people. I must say, she drank very well, but I drank her under the table, and I won a prized bow that had been in her family for maybe 15 generations. It's actually kind of like the one you have there, but some tassels. It's nice. It's in my collection.
May I see it?
Oh, of course. Trust me. Before the wedding, I will give each of you the prime tour. Mystredo, from the island of Gorgon. Gorgo.
Yes, Gorgo.
Is Antifa still there?
Is he? Antifa?
Well, and Shifa is still there.
Ashifa. No. Ashifa is.
Oh, yeah, that son of a bitch. Yes, I remember. He did an internship here once, at one of the temples here.
Oh.
Back when he was still eating boogers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite a gross little man. That's why they shipped him off to, I mean, no offense, I don't think that the druid circles care that much about, you know, the decorum of people on your island.
Well, yes, we do to. a
Oh,
degree,
you are
of
fine.
course.
I'm just saying that they send the worst out there. Because, honestly, there's something very frightening, very sensual about you. Very powerful. I would be worried that you would be able to overpower anyone that was sent your way. Also, I like your snakes. They're very nice. That one is very charming. Hello.
Yes, that's Lenny.
Bonjour, Lenny. Nice to meet you. I like this mask. It looks good on you, he says as he walks past Forn.
Lenny.
It's very slimming.
Thank you.
It's very slimming. It's very good. Very good. I should get one for myself. That's why I grow the beard, really. Covers up this scar I got from a cook in Pirates. See? It's very good. It's very good. Almost cut my jugular. Not quite. Hey, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm still here right now.
And but the beard's so much better. You shouldn't hide that.
Maybe you should grow a beard. I'll trade you. You can take my beard, I'll take your mask, and then, you know, anybody tries to assassinate me, they'll think twice. Because they won't know who I am, I'll have a mask on.
Do you get many
Yeah, good point, good
assassinations?
point.
Oh, you know, like once or twice a month at the most. You know, the usual.
Oh.
I mean, you know, sometimes a little bit more. It depends if I travel. Honestly, I have had a very rich and rewarding life as an adventurer before this. Sometimes people don't like
Is
that.
there going to be... What's the chance of an assassin showing up during this wedding? 'Cause it seems like a
50-50.
prime opportunity, too.
50-50.
Yes, we ran into pirates that were probably hired from some adversaries that may have wanted to not have.
Oh,
our
let
rival.
me guess. Let me guess. They're coming out of Crassus. The whole steam debacle. No?
No.
They're coming out of Pythia because of the war with Ionia?
Don't think so.
They coming from Sorisia? The thing with the princess?
No, you have a lot of enemies.
I have a couple of I mean, who doesn't have enemies, really? Yeah.
Tantalus.
I don't believe I have enemies.
Oh, don't worry, we'll find you some. We like to say here
Okay.
on we like to say here in Castellos that if you leave a wedding without an enemy, it is a boring time.
This
And-
is why I love Castellos.
It's always very, very entertaining. He takes you into the palace, which is this wide, stretching monstrosity. If you've ever seen Grecian or Mediterranean palaces, they tend to not have very many, like, levels to them, but they just take up everything around them. Like, they just are, like, shopping mall-sized. With these sprawling rooms, maybe 2 floors, a lot of open air, and slowly but surely he will walk you in with Ylos kind of tagging along, and will take you up into this immense quarter that overlooks the sparkling sea. It is almost like a small palace of itself. He kind of boots the door open, and you can see that there are a couple of attendants that are hurriedly working and kind of putting things together, putting food out, putting wine out, putting water out, and other juices. And with the harbor well behind you, he spreads his hands out and says, "Welcome! These are going to be your private quarters. These are the suites of Kalaki. The suites of Kalaki once had been visited by Prince Ylos of Etonia. We've had some amazing parties here. The entire place is yours. You are able to enjoy it however you'd like. It's able to hold, what is the number, Ylos?
Sir, it's, normally it is designed for a contingent of 30 hand servants as well as a royal family. There should be beds sufficient to suit the 6 of you and your contraptions.
So most can sleep anywhere.
There are many beds. You also will be fitted with food and wine.
It definitely sign the guest book. We had a guest book installed, right?
Yeah, yes, the guest book is there.
We have so many people come and stay, they don't leave their mark. I would like it if you left something to remember you by here. Are you selling that tooth, by the way?
Not much would you want for it?
How much would I want for it? I will take it for free, but how much would you want for it?
How much would you pay for it?
Can I try and get an idea of how much I think this thing is worth?
Sure, make me a persuasion roll. Or make me an insight roll.
Okay. $23.
23? All right. Thousands.
Like, we're thinking 3,000 or 4,000? Like, what? When we say thousands, how many thousands?
You asking me or you asking him?
You.
Between 3 and 5.
Okay. 4,500.
Make me a persuasion roll. Oh my god. You know what? He has advantage on this. Oh god, I rolled worse. I rolled a 5, and then I rolled a 3.
Oh, crap. Persuasion is a 15.
15?
Yeah.
How much did you say? 3,000.
4,500. I was gonna ballpark 5,000, but now that we're friends, I figured I'd give you a discount.
Huh. What's your charisma score?
My charisma is 19.
He's gonna look you up and down. You drive a very hard bargain. But I think something can be arranged. However, you bring up that we are friends.
Are we not?
We are. But that reminds me, it has been a while since, as a king, it is hard to have friends. And so I realize now that I have no one to sit with at my daughter's wedding, since my queen is long departed. I could use a date to the festivities and such a striking friend. That would definitely be the talk of all of Arkos if you attended on my arm.
Of course, and she's gonna reach forward to like do that kind of like arm grasp, like where you like kind of like just be like, we've already figured out that, like, and that just like, of course, I'd be honored.
The honor is all mine. And he's going to kind of smile, and he's going to like do the finger kiss thing, where he's going to kind of just like raise your hand and kind of like just brush his beard and lips on the side of your knuckles.
That will for a second of like, that was not what I was going for, but like try and recover quickly. Of course.
Anyway, enough of that. Always will make sure that you are equipped with any food, any beverages, any type of clothing you would like to wear to the festivities. Rest, relax, take your day. The wedding is in 2 days' time. Tomorrow, I will give you a tour around. Until then, help yourselves. You can go swimming in the ocean. We have swimming pools as well. We have a sauna. We have a jacuzzi. We have masseuses. We have servants that are dedicated to pleasure of many kinds. Whatever you need, you are honored guests, and that is included on top of whatever I owe you for your appearance. Besides that, enjoy. As I said, these are luxurious, beautiful rooms, the type for royalty. And it has been a while since I have had anyone as interesting as you. Although I did once have the Queen of the Elves stay here with her daughter. Strangely green. Oh, and that time, secretly, we also once hosted Queen Adelheid Emrys herself. She even brought that stupid airship of hers. Ridiculous things. Sky ships.
Gonna look around to see if Ridiculos is here. Oh.
Ridiculos is not there at the moment.
Truly a tragedy.
Well, he's not in our room. He's probably, out, shopping at the market.
And of course, tomorrow, before the ceremony, after I give you a tour around, we will go and pay our respects to the Altea. A minor sacrifice to thank them for your attendance. Is there anything else that you need? And if so, ask Ylos. I must attend to my daughter and see when the bride's groom is arriving.
Thank you for your hospitality, King Manos. I will definitely be talking to Olaf. No, not Olaf.
Ylos. My name is Ylos.
Olaf.
I look forward to it. Anything that you need.
Come, Ylos, see me out, and then you may serve them.
Yes, of course, sir.
I will see you later. And he will depart at that point. His myrmidons are shuffle out with him. And as he walks down the hall, he's going to say something. And I'd like a perception roll if anybody wants to try to listen in as the door shuts.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Ooh.
Nat.
22.
22? Okay.
17.
17, would you like to spend your determination?
Oh, do I have one?
You have one. Yeah.
Then yes, I will spend it.
Okay. The DC is 20 to hear through the wall, so you just made it.
Oh.
Only a 12 here.
Okay.
I will spend my determination if I have it
I'm
still.
going to use my
can't see on
determination to
Twitch.
reroll.
Make it 21.
So determination does you reroll, but you do have inspiration still that you haven't spent this game. So.
Oh.
So what'd you get?
I rerolled. I got a 19. Am I allowed to reroll?
You can spend your determination.
I used my determination for it. Yeah.
We used your inspiration to reroll.
Yeah, determination's a +3, right?
Thank you. Okay.
This level,
Plus
yes.
2.
It's like
Yeah,
willpower.
You're
for
level 4
moral
now,
alertness.
so
Yeah.
it's.
All right.
We get +3 proficiency at 5.
Oh, is it 5? Okay. Whatever. I told Gwylan she succeeded, so she did. All right. So,
Maybe I use the offer.
Yeah, you use the offer. You flipped it. There we go. Because it resets to you at the end of game anyway. So hey, as you are listening at the edge of the doorway, his voice is going to boom, and all of you who are listening are going to hear. Be sure to show them a good time, Ylos.
Yes, sir. You seem to be in quite a good mood.
How could I not be a good mood? How could I not be in a good mood? The fates have given me 6 guests, and I only paid for 5. And I think that is where we're going to call game for the night. Welcome to level 4. And definitely at this level, folks, don't forget that if you are staying in the same class, you gain a +2 or a +1 and a +1 to an ability score of your choice, or you could take a feat.
If you boost up your con a level,
You-
does that back?
Yep.
I'm between boosting up my con and dex both to 18 because they're both at 17, or take sharpshooter, which is the -5 to +10.
Right? They're both good.
Between the two. I'll have to think on it, and I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Sounds good. So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Did you guys have fun this game?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
nice.
King Manos is a troublemaker, and I love him.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah, also, he said that to us already.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He said, he paid for 5 and got a bonus.
Got for 6.
bonus
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but it
I thought
definitely...
was just being my dad, but
I was hammering it home.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
So, hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all had a lot of fun. Next episode is going to be in 2 weeks. We're going back on our bi-weekly schedule for this. So we'll let you know if that ever changes, but it'll be every other Sunday at noon is going to be Arkos. And this game is going to be going for most of the rest of the year. And should be a lot of fun. I think you're going to really like this. A big thank you to Christine for helping plot this and for being the producer of this game. So thank you, Christine. It's been great to have you to bounce ideas off of. Also, a big thank you to our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Don't forget to go to bookwyrmgames.com and use code DorkTales to save 10%. On your order. I also want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales who get at least an additional 5 to 6 games a month on top of lots of other content, including tonight's Radiant Citadel game episode 2, which starts at 6 p.m. Pacific. You can see all of the back episodes if you join the Patreon as well for as little as $5 a month. It's really reasonable, and it helps keep the lights on here because this is not cheap to do. And it's kind of a full-time gig. So consider joining the likes of our divine producer, my mom, and my stepdad, Bob. Precarious, our demonic producer, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Eddie Isaacs. And, of course, our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, and Kaylin Whitebeard. You are all amazing people. Thank you for helping this dream stay a reality here on the Dreams of Arkos. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody. All right, folks, on Twitch, let's go raid Dead Aussie Gamer.
Ooh.
Dead Aussie Gamer. Because Dag just started streaming, and we love Dag. He's a nice guy. So everybody go show him some Aussie love by going oi, 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 and spamming my rotating head. Let's go do that. Let's get him. All right, bye, everybody.